Oh, that's a.
You're
I
not
gotta. I
live
gotta
yet.
change my Twitch title real quick before I go live.
I was gonna be like, you're not live yet.
Well, I just clicked the button for YouTube, so that should happen. That should be a thing.
YouTube, you're not live indeed.
All right. You are live. Always gotta be first.
That's good work out of you.
Yeah.
That is good work out of you. Okay, let me just do the things I gotta do every time we go live. What's good, chat?
Damiel, Remy, Leo, what's up? Damiel, stop posting pictures of me.
Dude.
Angel, what's up?
Joker.
My boy.
What's good, chat? Let me get the tags and everything on here. You guys talk to them.
Chat, how we doing? Thumper, Leo, Damiel, Mayo Man, Joey.
What the fuck? Such a good looking man 3 years ago. That's fucked up. What, I'm ugly as fuck now or what? God damn.
At least you're,
I'm
at least you
stuck
had it at
in
one point.
Denver until 10:30 Mountain Standard Time. When is that? What's
You can
Mountain
like
Standard Time?
freeze it. That's
It's
2 hours. That's in between Pacific and Central.
yeah. Oh man, oh man. Okay, that's good there.
I was mentioned on Method's
Method's
stream. What did Method say?
Oh, what did Zinni say about our boy Pressy
Good
Westy?
Zinni.
I'm on
Link it.
Method's side.
It was
so
probably good. It was probably
Link
good.
it, Mayo Man. Link it. Link it.
Surely he's got to be defending me. It's not the flank. I'm not getting
He
shit
probably
talked.
said, "Holy shit, this Caesar guy wants to be on Optics so bad."
Flight got delayed by
uh,
2 hours. I'm sorry, brother.
all right, let me tweet that we're
Bro,
live.
I did see that a bunch of people's flights got delayed today.
What, storming or what?
But I did see that a bunch of people's flights got delayed though.
We got oil
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, I saw
up
Craze
because
got his
we
flight
got
delayed.
back. I hear you.
I hear you.
Drossa sits to pee 100% of the time.
All right,
Jesus.
I just tweeted out that we're live. Let's go, man.
Road restriction.
Let me hit it with a little retweet.
Your Twitter was an option as one of the best COD community accounts.
What?
Wait, were you on the Reddit chat? That was a troll chat. That was not
You're
best.
talking about the
That was
you're talking about the Ben J gunless and
I don't think that was best. I think that was people generally don't like on Twitter, and that was the meme.
okay.
Was
That
because the
makes
Reddit
sense.
does not like press unless someone updated a new one. Oh no, he's saying yeah. No, the Reddit does not like Preston. Mainly
and I don't
because
get
he's
along.
just a nice Optic fan, and people would rather him be a shit talk Optic fan, I guess.
Shotzi tough for all time. I guess we'll talk about it later, won't we?
We're gonna talk about it. Plus, I mean, we got to update our top 30 list after EWC anyway, so that'll be even a better time. But we are gonna get into it because Preston's going rogue on the TL, man, and we got to talk about it.
Rightfully so. I'll oil up just for you, Remy. Trust.
I got a bunch of tweets pulled up, which is a good thing.
Yeah, check out my lightsaber water bottle.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he bought that for $145 in Disney.
It lights up.
Was it actually $145?
No, it was like 40, I think.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's actually like way better than I thought that would be for a Disney water bottle. Yes, Joker, that would be lit, bro. All the info we can get, Joker, to help us when we make our top 30 list would be perfect. I have a lot of stuff already on a spreadsheet, but there could be stuff I'm missing.
Joker, make a group chat with us, why don't you?
Joker, come give me a kiss.
Yeah, give me a kiss.
All right, chat, what's good, man? How's everyone doing? We have a lot to talk about today, obviously. So when we get to 25 likes, we'll start the stream. We'll start the actual pod. What do we think? When we get to 25 likes. Oh. Let's go, Joker. Let's go. Come on, man. I'll send you the addy. Yeah, 25 likes will start. Let me tell you, this might be a generational show because Preston is going to be on his shit, and I'm sure Alex will be too. And I'm going to be sitting here like a good little top 8 boy. You know what I'm saying?
Splitty!
Splitty with the
Liddy!
$14.99. Holy
Splitty,
shit.
you're one of the only FaZe fans that I'll tolerate.
Oh, damn.
That's my guy, Splitty, man. Thank
Yeah.
you, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
W15. W15.
W15,
Splitty
chat. Give us some
and,
W's.
Is Abby also a FaZe fan?
Yes,
Yeah.
Abby is a FaZe fan as well.
Yeah. Splitty and Abby are the only ones that I'll tolerate.
Brittany, Luke, what's up?
What's good,
up, guys?
chat? What's good, everybody? Holy
Demir,
shit.
you
How
are
many we
not
at?
a FaZe fan.
Chat, 25 likes. We start the show. We're at 17 right now. This is going to be a generational episode out of the Optic fans on the call.
Bro,
I'm going to
can
do
you
my best
hang
job
the-
to be a hater.
Can you hang the disc plate? It's giving me anxiety.
You like it?
Holy sh- No,
Bro,
it's
it's
still
ba-
in there.
It's literally balancing on a little peg that's on that board right there.
Dude.
Why don't you hang it up?
I-
Like right there in the middle. Right there
They
in the
take
middle.
13 seconds, dude.
No, the thing is, because I don't know where to like put it that it works. I think I'm going to get rid of this big poster.
What does that say?
It's
I'll-
the Overworld 100 Thieves poster. It's like a collection they dropped a couple years ago.
Mm.
And if you can't even see it, but that little thing right there is a juvie pin that I just stuck onto the poster. But yeah, I think I'm going to take that down and I'm going to put maybe some other things. I have a couple other displays that I haven't hung up that are in my closet. Shout out display, man. Hey, you want to work with around the CDL, let us know. Chat, 3 more likes and we start the pod.
I'm just saying, I got 3 right there. I'd love to add some more. I got some wall space right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too, chat. I literally don't have shit on my wall, so
This-
if you
this
want to
guy's
give me
got nothing.
something.
This guy's got nothing.
Mm.
Wow, I'm excited for this episode. Chat, I mean, listen, we'll talk about it in the intro and stuff, but COD Champs, Roster Mania, all-time rankings, looking back at the season, a little bit of EWC talk. We got a lot to go through today. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to, and we hit the likes. We got 28. You guys already overshot it.
Do we want to do top 30 in between this and EWC?
No, I think we wait.
No, I think after,
We
After
should
EWC?
do top 20 this season.
Oh, shit!
yeah. Leo!
What
oh!
the fuck? A $49.99 super chat out of Leo. Oh my god. Chat, spam the W's. Leo, what the fuck? Thank you, bro.
Leo,
Holy
you
shit.
now get 50 kisses from myself, Jake, and Preston.
Mwah. Mwah. Imagine. Wow, Leo, thank you, bro. Holy shit.
W, Leo.
Is that for the Preston
That's-
Mike Fund?
That's what I was about to say. This is all money earned today will go to
Oh my
Preston's
God.
mic fund.
Yeah, Preston
Oh.
needs a new mic, chat. His mic sounds okay right now, but you'll notice during the pod, potentially, that as he talks, it starts to cut
Yeah.
out. So
It
we got to
will.
get this guy a new mic.
Yeah.
Wow, Leo, thank you for real, dude. Holy shit.
So you
Holy
get 5
shit.
big booms. Boom. Boom.
Wow. All right.
Oh
I
my
think I got everything I need on my end, potentially, at least for the start of the show.
Bang.
So what do we say? Do we get into
rolling.
this shit, chat? Do we get into this shit?
Let's
Yep.
get into it.
Oh my god. Okay, where's the intro thing? There it is.
Still Austin Straight Bourbon.
No
Never
intro
heard of that.
when?
New intro when.
Actu-
Maybe for next season, we can have a new intro done, like a professional one. We'll pay someone to do it.
Sure.
Mm.
Like a real. Oh!
Oh!
Oh my god, wait! Splitty with $79.99 of those Aussie bucks.
Oh my god,
Holy
Splitty. I will get
shit.
Off the dome.
off the dome.
Oh my god, Splitty, thank you, bro. God damn. He said he wants all the
Holy
kisses.
Holy
Splitty,
shit.
I will give you whatever you want.
Oh my god, you can have more
Holy
than
shit.
kisses. You and Leo
You can have more than kisses. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dude, I can't even start the show because I'm getting caught off guard. Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you, Splitty. Thank
Absolute
you, Leo.
legends.
Holy shit, dude. God damn. Okay, let's do it. You ready? Are you guys ready to go rogue? Talk your shit?
I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah.
Chat,
I'm ready.
this
Let's
is
go.
going to be interesting, man. I don't know what these guys are going to say. We're going to get demonetized. So shout out to the super chats because that might be the only money we make tonight. Nah. All right, let's get it, man. Intro in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. What's good, COD fans, and welcome back to Around the CDL. It is the COD Champs, post-COD Champs episode, and I mean, you know what happened, you know by the title, and you know the two I have with me. They got a lot of things they want to say about this season, and it's going to be a generational episode for us. But boys, happy Monday. Chat, happy Monday, or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever you're watching or listening to this, maybe in post. But man, oh man, how are you guys feeling?
Alex?
I'll go first. I mean, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling absolutely fucking great. Back to back. The only org to ever do that. I mean, we were counted out. Rightfully so. We were ass. We were 0-18 at one point. But guess what? That long break got the juju back for the boys, and look where we're at now. Celebrating another chip. That's 5 for Karma. That's 2 for JP. That's 3 for Shotzi. That's 1 for Merc, 2 for Hook, and 2 for Dashy.
That's a lot of rings.
That's a lot of rings.
That boy Karma can just go like this, and it's just rings just bling everywhere.
Holy shit.
I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah. I am feeling great right now, chat. I am feeling absolutely astronomically great.
I mean, dude, I haven't stopped since. I felt like this weekend was an absolutely generational Twitter weekend for me.
Oh my God. Yeah, it
I
was.
I started on Thursday. I'm still going, but I'm doped up. I got so much energy. I'm fucking turned, man. I'm so happy for the guys. I'm proud of literally every single one of them. W20 Leo, that's worth an interruption.
Leo with another
That's
$20 super chat.
I'm so happy for Hook. Hook's had like an unbelievable career. The year that he's had is unbelievable. And I mean, the guy literally won it all. I mean, Shotzi, one of the hardest working people in the league, unbelievably deserved. Dashy, the career that he's had, the turmoil he's gone through, everyone, they talk about his talent, his lack of effort. He's now a 2-time world champ. And the young Rook that came in to his 3rd ever tournament, one where he was a sub, his 2nd tournament on Optic, and looked like the best player at the tournament for the most part, besides Sunday. Looked like the best player at that tournament. A tournament with Scrap, a tournament with Hydra, a tournament with Simp, Abizi, you name him, and he outperformed almost everybody in the freaking venue. I'm just so, like, I can't believe it. The year that they went through and how it ended, it's unbelievable, and I'm on cloud 9. I'm on Omit, but I'm on cloud 9. I can't believe it.
This guy Bruce just went live. Oh shit.
Oh my God. He's going to be, what do we think? I'm thinking at least 4,000 sub train. At least.
It's gotta be.
At least. Holy
so.
shit. But yeah, hey, Leo, thank you again for the super chat, man. We're definitely going to be using that to get Preston a new mic. So your mic hasn't cut out yet. So we're actually cooking right now. But
I'm trying to like pause every once in a while.
No, you're doing a good job. But yeah, I mean, listen, there's obviously a ton to talk about just this event in general. And obviously, you know, the way it ended up in the side of Optic. I have the bracket here that I pulled up on screen. And this whole event, whoa, our cameras are, what happened to our cameras? I'm on the side. Preston's not even on the screen. Wait a second. Wait a second. I gotta fix Preston. Hold on. Preston, we gotta slide. Hello? Why can't I grab your camera? What's going on here?
Chat. W production.
Why can't I grab your camera?
Can we pull up Preston wearing earrings? I wear earrings every day of my life, dude. What are you talking about? I literally wear earrings every day.
There he is.
Oh,
oh my God. I couldn't grab his camera in OBS. I don't know what was going on. This event was one of probably the champs was like one of some of the most surprises I think we've seen, right? Across the board. I mean, everything, when you look at this bracket, none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Every single round, there's a team in a place that it just does not look like they should be there. And it made for some of the best COD I think I've ever watched, right? Some of the highest level COD from teams we didn't expect. Some of the worst COD from teams we didn't expect. Oh, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? But this was just an absolutely insane weekend. So what did you guys think about like the event itself and all the matches, right? Outside of Optic winning.
from us watching at okay, I have a confession to make.
Oh shit.
I am very superstitious. Like all the like, oh, I have to sit in this specific place for an optic match. I have to watch it in this specific location.
Okay.
I didn't watch any of the matches live because after first day they won. I didn't watch it because I was moving, obviously. Second day,
That's fair.
didn't watch it. The only time I watched was at round 11 on Protocol S&D against Surge, and we lost.
Yeah, it's
I
your
so,
fault.
so
Oh,
I
hell
turned
no.
I turned the stream off. Again, call me faded, superstition, whatever the case may be. Obviously I went back after and watched the matches, but I think just overall, I mean, this is probably one of the greatest champs that I've watched. Down from to the matches, just all the storylines that we had. It was great, in my opinion, honestly.
I thought it was overall a very, very fun event. I was a little disappointed Thursday through Saturday. It looked like there were very few people in the stands. Sunday, you could tell it was sold out. Crowd was unbelievable on Sunday. I mean, it was Sunday. You know, we kind of expected that to be the case. But Thursday through Saturday looked a little rough. But besides that, they got lucky because the matches made up for them. I mean, holy shit. 1 and 2 seed going down to losers on Thursday. 1 seed getting eliminated Friday. 2 seed getting eliminated first match on Saturday. Like, you couldn't write the script any better. Boston Breach, the 8 and 7 seed playing in winners finals. 1 makes a spot in grands. Dude, you couldn't have wrote a better script. They got blessed because the event itself looked at least from, like, you know, watching online perspective.
Yeah.
I can't tell, I wasn't there. But man, I will tell you, this is, in my opinion, that was the best Champs Grand Final in the CDL era. The only one that I can think of that comes close is Toronto and FaZe in Cold War. That also went 8 maps, but I think that this one was just, these maps were pretty close. Most of them were actually pretty close. None of them were real ass whoopings. So,
except for the 6-0.
The 6-0 was
The
belt to
6-0
ass.
game 2. The 6-0 game 2
The
was belt to
6-0
ass.
was
Oh my
belt
God.
to ass. Yeah. But besides that, I mean, the 8 maps were good maps. So I think overall the event was a good. I would give it maybe like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else I think you could have asked for other than, like, if it was Optic versus FaZe or Optic versus FaZe in the finals. But even that would take away from probably the Boston Breach run, or maybe Surge going all the way from losers round 1 to the grand finals, right? Only being like the 4th team ever to do that. Miami making it, eliminating FaZe. Like, this event, as much as it pains me to see LAT just shit the bed for whatever reason they did, the storylines and the matches and everything made up for it. And it was a pretty insane way to end this season, considering we only had 2 major winners and we only had 3 major grand finalists. I guess one of them made it back anyway, so we really only had 4 grand finalists this whole season. But just an insane way to end the season. Boston finally gets beyond that, like, winners round 1. They win winners round 1 and then they just get double eliminated right after that. Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and
crazy event.
I think big shout out to Boston specifically because again they were pretty ass, and the reason why they wouldn't go as far in tournaments is because they would always lose to Surge, and
Yeah.
they ended up losing to Surge
Yeah.
in the elimination finals. But they would either always play an Ultra or Surge in like their second match or first match in majors, so they wouldn't make it forward. But I gotta tip my hat to them.
They beat Miami in round 2 at this event.
Yeah. I mean, they were they beat Thieves and Miami to get to winners final.
Miami losing 2 Game 5 round 11s is rough.
Yeah.
That is rough. That is some tough shit to go out of champs.
You're so
I mean,
close, but, like, so far at the same time.
So close yet so far. They played some good COD. Some good COD was played this weekend. Some real bad COD was played this weekend. But some good COD was played this weekend.
Yeah.
And I think overall the gameplay was definitely something to remember, for sure.
Facts. And I think, like, where you look at Boston, you look at Surge, you look at Miami, right? The other 3 teams in the top 4. None of those teams are like, you wouldn't look at any of those teams coming into this season or when they made roster changes and think they would have had any chance of making a run at champs or making a grand final, right? Surge starts this season awfully. They already make a roster change. They pick up Neptune, who hasn't played COD in 2 years, right? Like, Boston, a same team from last year that got a top 8 at EWC, but nobody expected anything. Miami, no one thought the Spanish experiment would work. All of those teams outperformed, literally beat the LA Thieves super team, the FaZe super team. So I think it just goes to show you, like, if you really like put the right players together, you don't need superstars to win. Like, you need them to make superstar plays here and there. You need Neptune to go crazy occasionally, or Snoopy, or Real, or Rencor, right? But you don't need to spend all this crazy amounts of money to put together a team, because these teams can compete with the right coaching, with the right practice, the right players and mentalities and things like that, which this bracket to me shows that, like, the teams really need to put an emphasis on, like, scouting talent and GMing and building rosters and getting the right coaching staff, because look at what you can accomplish, bro. Look at what you can do. So, yeah, this event was just absolutely crazy. But, I mean, obviously, the pinnacle of the event was OPTIC winning champs. First ever back-to-back champions. And I want to ask you guys, I mean, we did our predictions, obviously, on the last podcast. And give yourself, from 1 through 10 coming into the event, 10 being super confident, 1 being not confident at all, what would you have rated OPTIC winning champs? Like, what would you have rated your confidence level of them coming into this event and winning?
I'm gonna say 8.5, if not 9.
Holy shit, this guy's got confidence.
The one point that I literally had them not winning was because of LAT.
You did have them in the finals against LAT.
That was it. I thought they were a better team than FaZe. I think that they scammed in Major 4 versus FaZe. They should have beat them then too. But I just had unreal confidence that they were going to beat FaZe, and it's just FaZe at champs. So I would have said probably 8.5, 9. Confidence going into this. The only hurdle I thought they had was LAT. Genuinely.
Yeah. I was a little lower. I had them top 3. I didn't have them winning the event, winning champs. So I'd probably say like a 6, a 5, maybe. But I never had doubt in my boys. I never had doubt. I never had doubt in them.
It's typical, bro. It's just, I mean, Mercules, man. It's just fucking Merc, bro. This guy, this guy,
the Messiah.
The Messiah is such a good nickname,
Merc,
if that's
Messiah,
what you go with.
dude.
It like, he comes into a team of Shotzzy, Dashy, and Hook, who obviously had a couple different ARs, and I mean, Hook wasn't on the team the whole season, but they weren't doing nothing, bro. They weren't doing nothing. He comes in and they instantly look better. I don't know if him just, getting kills and having good comms really transformed this team, or if he came in and taught him how to play the Black Ops 6 the right way, or if it was a combination of it all. But the impact he had as a rookie is up there as potentially a top 3 rookie season we've ever seen, right? With like Simp and Shotzzy, maybe. It's just, I knew Merc was going to be good. I did not think it was going to be like this. Even after what he did on Toronto, I did not think he would have this type of impact on OPTIC to win champs MVP.
I don't think anyone did, to be honest.
I mean, what did those dog shit fucked over at Toronto say? The only reason he was good was because he came onto a good team.
Good system.
Yeah, good system. Yeah.
A good system. And then he turned a dog shit team around and they won champs. My ass.
Yeah.
Mercules is him. Don't forget that. He is fucking him.
Second greatest rookie season of all time. Second greatest rookie season of all time.
So typical. So, I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever going to pass Simp, right? The way this season he had was insane. But, dude, it just, there's talent and challengers. There's talent and challengers.
Hey, you don't have to tell us. You have to tell your boy, man.
Listen. I said from the get-go, that was not a good take. I said it was not a good take. So, it's just, look, every team in the top 4 had talent from challengers. And that's the reason they made it. Neptune, Mercules, Rencor, Super, the entirety of Boston, pretty much. I mean, I guess like Purge and Snoopy, right? Because Wake and Cammy have been around for a minute, but we need expansion, and we need teams to be willing to take some risks on challengers talent. That's what we need, or at least pro-ams or something if we're not going to get expansion. But
yeah, any Saudi orgs out there, if you're looking for a team that will guarantee you top 6, maybe squeezing the top floor.
Mm-hmm.
Hit up my guy Rafi.
Yep.
He'll get you settled in right into the lane.
Yeah. But before we talk a bit more specifically about you know, all-time rankings, accomplishments for players. Oh, Rafi's in my YouTube chat or in my Twitch chat. He said, say it again. Let's go, Rafi. That's our goal right there. Actually, I mean, while he's here, we might as well pull it up because I have it pulled up. Omit won challengers. And not only did they win challengers, chat, they played the other Omit team in the grand finals. Omit and Omit Brooklyn were number 1 and number 2 in challengers at champs, and both obviously qualify for EWC. So again, I mean, listen, if you watch Zuma, you already know Rafi is running circles around everybody, anything that can get their hands down there. I mean, this guy is absolutely funding the league with talent. I think it's 14 players now have come from Omit into the league. Mercules from Omit, Neptune from Omit, grand finalist battling it out. All of Boston from Omit. Like, it's just Rafi, bro. He's the GOAT in challengers. And obviously, I mean, shout out to Omit, right? We're a part of Omit as content creators. The podcast is part of Omit. And we couldn't be happier because this is just fucking tippable as shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
If any challenger players are watching, if you want to get into the league, there's really only 2 teams that you got to be a part of. Slide in my DMs, I'll talk with Rafi for, of course, a $100 fee, and we could see about getting you on the mid. But I mean, hey, the stats are there. They've pretty much won everything this year. They were the most dominant challengers team, I think, ever.
2 to 3 majors, all the elite, some cups, champs. I mean, what else could you do? Other than going 3 for 3 on majors, there's really nothing else that matters.
Yeah. So if you want to be in the league, you got to be on Omit.
And
again, hit my DMs.
And again, again, Chad, I'll just say it. OPTIC, Texas Burner, and Caesar sees enjoying Omit. And all of a sudden, Mercules is on OPTIC winning Champs MVP. I'm just gonna put that out there. There might be a coincidence in there, or maybe not. But
I tweeted. I said me and Preston had a sit down talk with Rafi. I said, Rafi, I see you got this wonderful AR player, the Messiah. How about you give him over to us?
How do you think Hex knew about Merc, chat? It was OPTIC Texas Burner. Getting on the phone with him.
They know Burner. They know Burner.
They know Burner.
Come on, man.
Lax with a $10 super chat. My guy, we appreciate that. Yeah, Ultra definitely fumbled letting go of Merc. I mean, I guess we can I can pull that up real quick since Lax just
that was W no pun intended. That was W omitting by the Ultra CEO there, leaving out the fact that the full contract was a subcontract and not an actual starting contract. W way to make him look good there, even though we know that's fucking bullshit. We know that's fucking bullshit.
Lax, thank you for the 10. And yeah, Chad, if you guys did not see this is Adam Adamu. He's the CEO, co-founder of the people that own Toronto Ultra, right? Of the Toronto Ultra. And I mean, you see it on screen, right? And I'll read it for anyone that's listening on audio. But he said, for any of the Ultra fans asking about Mercules, he joined us on a 2-week loan from Omit. We offered him a full contract right away. He waited for your agency, which was a smart move. And with lots of interest, he signed with OPTIC. That's it. Love the kid. And obviously, as Preston just said, the contract apparently was for a bench spot, right? It wasn't a starting spot. If it was a starting spot, he very well might have stayed, right? I mean, when you get the OPTIC contract, unless you're Draza, I guess you don't turn it down. But he very well could have stayed if it was a full contract to start. So, I appreciate the almost like 90% transparency here. But obviously that extra 10% is kind of like the kicker on the whole conversation.
Also, for those who haven't seen the newest TAC Rab video, Rab gave some evidence and some intel today saying that Merc also had a full contract written up from C9 to be a player, well over $100,000. And that's what Rab said. And
he's made that just from probably gifted subs alone, though, on OPTIC.
Hector came in and said, we need this motherfucker, like right now. We need him now. And he took the OPTIC offer, and the rest, as they say, is history.
It quite literally is back-to-back history.
Hey, I mean, Methods said it best. You always take the OPTIC offer. There's two very good stories. One took the OPTIC offer and got a ring, Finals MVP. One didn't take the OPTIC offer, and now he's back-to-back top 6.
Damn. And he came off a
mean,
top 8 the year before with LAT. Oh my
yeah. I
god.
mean, come on. Take the optic off for kids. It's not that hard.
Yeah. I also, dude, I this is totally random, but I saw it on Twitter. There's this Twitter account. I think it's called like CDL Rant or something like that. He tweeted like 2 months ago, not tweeting again until Mercules is a COD world champion and Merc wins a ring.
Retires.
No, until Merc like wins a ring. 2 months
Oh.
later, Merc wins a ring and he could tweet again, which I think is just fucking insane. That's a different level of confidence in the kid. Maybe that was Merc on a burner, honestly. That could have been Merc's burner because he knew he'd win. But yeah, this was definitely interesting. I do want to take a second, though, to talk about the Vancouver Surge, like more specifically, because this team had a pretty weird season when you consider they went 12th to 2nd to 2nd to 12th to 2nd. The first 2 seconds, they did not win a map in grand finals. And then they come out versus potentially the best their opponent in the grand finals looked at an event. When you look at Major 2 FaZe, Major 3 Thieves, this OPTIC team might have looked like the best peak team in the form they were in, and were able to take these guys to a very, very close Game 8, almost Game 9 grand finals. The only team to even take maps off them on the weekend for one of the most dominant champs runs we've ever seen. So I just want to give these guys their flowers because, again, as I said earlier, this is a team of not superstars, not probably overly paid players, if anything, overlooked players, 2 players in their sophomore year in 04 and Abuza who were rookies last year on Surge that they gave the opportunity to come play for them. So I think what Surge did with Rambo Ray and everybody is just super awesome to see a team like this, like, not find success because they didn't win anything, but like as close as they could have gotten. So I just want to give them a shout out because they're a very fun team.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean,
I love all the guys on that team too, by the way. All great personalities.
yeah, I mean, you said it. I mean, this team was dog shit Major 1. And then, again, unfortunately, sorry to Hixie.
Yeah.
But they brought Nip in and they immediately got 10 times better.
10.
I mean, 12. They went from 12 to, 10, 12 to 2. You're right. It's literally 10.
So, gotta give it to those guys.
10 spots better.
Thanks for Hook, though.
That is true. The Surge
Good
curse.
Point. Good point.
Octane leaves Surge, he wins a ring. Pred leaves Surge, he wins a ring. Hook leaves Surge, he wins a ring. If they don't keep this team, whoever leaves is winning a ring next season. Just book it now. If anything, you might as well start trying to poach a player from them just so you get that good juju on your side. But yeah, it's I mean, I like all the guys on this team. I think they're all great players. I think they all honestly are pretty underrated, even on the whole season, other than Neptune. I think he obviously got his flowers because he just came in and turned them around instantly. But all 3 other guys are smart players. They all excel in big moments. And this is what I want to see, bro. This is the type of team building I want to see. Like, teams actually put together the right players that can compete with the best.
I want to see this team stick, man. I think this team has everything they need to win a championship. Just didn't happen this year. I want to see this team stick. I think they have a very, very good chance at winning some tournaments next year. I really do. I really hope they don't make a change. Unless, of course, something happens where a simp becomes available or something happens where roster mania gets crazy and they have the opportunity to make a move they feel is necessary, then okay. But if not, I want to see this team stick. I like the way this team is composed.
I feel like once they win one major, once they get that taste of winning, I feel like they'll be a lot better in grand finals.
Yeah.
I do wonder, like, if there's a world here, because I would imagine 04 and Abuza are going to be like free agents. They probably signed 1+1s last year, so this was their +1. I wonder if there's a world where like LAG comes or the Gentlemates come in. I'm sure they're going to rebrand away from LAG, but come in and offer Abuza, being as he's, speaks French. They maybe try to go with some sort of French roster, although there was other roster news with Cobra going somewhere else potentially that we could talk about. But maybe Gentlemates offers Abuza a bag to be one of their French stars, or I guess he's Belgian, but you know what I'm saying. And maybe he says, all right, I think this Gentlemates team can be competitive, and I want to go play for, the fan base that supports me the most, and I can get some good money. Other than that, though, I kind of could see them sticking, for sure. Because you got to think, they have to think in their minds they're right on the edge of, like, figuring out how to win. I mean, they went from no wins in grand finals to 3 in champs grand finals, so I don't know.
They were a couple map trolls away from winning yesterday.
Yeah, they could have won if they did not troll a couple maps. But to be fair, OPTIC also trolled some maps. So It
That
went
could have
both
been a
ways,
5-3 surge the way that it was a 5-3 optic.
Could have. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the Surge. Let me just close a couple of these tabs real quick. Viewership record. We broke the highest peak viewers ever for COD esports this weekend with 353,525 for the Optic versus Surge Grand Finals, which is pretty insane. Pretty insane that like this is when it broke. Now, obviously, this is because Optic made the Grand Finals, right? Another final was not going to be beating this. Maybe if it was Thieves or FaZe versus Optic, we would have seen even bigger numbers.
Mhm.
But there is so much this scene, this esport can be. Is it ever going to be on the level of Counter-Strike or Valorant or League? No, I really don't think it's going to be, right? Counter-Strike peaked at like 1.7 million at the major a couple weeks ago. But there is no reason we can't have 500,000 people watching Call of Duty at every event. Like, genuinely. If we go back to Twitch, if Activision actually puts some marketing budget behind this, if they actually produce something to develop the storylines, to like push this stuff out there, it would just be so good, bro. It would be so good. And seeing this to me is like a positive sign, but it also scares me because they might see this viewership record and say, oh my God, we're breaking records. We don't got to do anything different. It's going well. And then we just get nothing different next season. No improvements, nothing changes. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on the whole viewership thing. I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts about it, but I don't know.
And I guess it's the thing, the fact that we're breaking viewers when there wasn't a lot of marketing, just imagine if there was marketing. Just imagine if there was actually a competent company that was, taking care of the esports that wants it to succeed, wants the fit and its fans who want it to succeed. I mean, we would easily reach 500, 600K.
I mean, I would love to not have to hit it 2 times all the time and watch on Twitch. That'd be for sure. I'd love to not every single map have to hit a 2x.
It looks like next year we could be on Twitch again or multi-stream.
That would be nice.
Marcus live too.
Oh my God, nice. They're rolling in it. They're rolling in it. But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot that also could be done. Like Crimson said, change the format, right? The format of the league is also not good. There's a lot that can be done. But even with the current format, bro, just some extra marketing push, some good ideas, some good content. Like the things that they did with Lottie this weekend, where they had like player interviews, there's no reason that we couldn't have dozens more player interviews that just played for like 2 minutes at a time during map breaks instead of watching the same CDL TV clips we've been watching all season. It's just little things like that they could have done, or even just like recording Miles and Chance sitting down and going over a storyline from this season, like Optic getting 0-18 map count and triple top 8s, or the LAT super team, screwing up at Major 2 and then bouncing back at Major 3 and things. Like, there's no reason we can't have that content that they play at these events, especially to help new fans that might not know what's going on. I don't know, but the viewership is at least moving in the right direction. We'll just see how the league capitalizes on it and keeps pushing it forward. But yeah, I think maybe we should talk a little bit about Shotzi and his career and his legacy and what he has accomplished as a Call of Duty player. And then also afterwards, we got to talk about the Rostermania news that has obviously dropped because there's a couple things apparently happening before EWC. But I mean, I have it on screen. Again, I'll read some of it for the audio listeners out there. Shotzi, 3-time world champion, 8 tournament wins, 2020 season MVP, 2020 Rookie of the Year, 2-time tournament MVP, first back-to-back Call of Duty World Championship or champion with Dashi, and obviously the Halo ring. But if we're talking about COD specifically, we leave the Halo ring out. The superstar, right? And I mean, I want to open the floor to you guys, and obviously specifically Preston, because he has been going rogue. Maybe, I mean, not necessarily rogue, but he's been going at it on the timeline recently. So what do we think about Shotzi and what he's accomplished and his career?
He's the second greatest sub of all time.
Yeah. Peter, I didn't call you that. Preston, because that's just rebel, because you're better than that. You're better than Peter. I'm going to let you handle this, Preston.
Okay. I'm going to start by saying he's the second greatest sub of all time. And he's on his way in the correct trajectory to being the greatest sub of all time. And everyone talks about Simp, how he's the next GOAT, how he's this, how he's that. And Simp's great. I will not take a single thing away from Simp's legacy. But the way that they have talked about Simp is the exact things that Shotzi has done. And we do not hear anyone talking about Shotzi in the way that we hear them talking about Sim. And it's about time that the narrative flips. It's about time that the narrative flips. He's been in 6 CDL championships. He's won 3 of them. 50% of the championships that he plays in at COD Champs, he wins. That is insane. The only player to have a 50% champs win rate is Karma. And we consider Karma one of the greatest of all times.
Dude, the fact that Karma only played at 6 champs sounds insane.
Well, I mean, he got benched in World War II.
Yeah,
so.
It just doesn't sound like a lot for how long I feel like Damon played. But either way, keep going.
Okay. First off, Viper is saying Cell is better than Shotzi. That's just bullshit. I'm not even gonna pay
Who
attention
said
to
that?
Viper. He said Cell is better than Shotzi.
Okay, we'll let you think that. Cell's better than Shotzi all time?
I would have Shotzi over Cellium all time.
Are we fucking serious?
I have Shotzi over Cellium.
He has to be rage baiting. It's not even a serious thing at this point.
That's because he said Shotzi's 9th all time, and he listed everyone. He said
Shotzi's 9, Shotzi's 5. Shotzi's literally 5. He's literally 5.
So you have him moving. I mean, obviously above a bunch of people, but I'm guessing it's Simp and Clay at like 7, 6.
No, I would
or formal.
Formal, yeah.
So you have Clay 4.
Clay 4.
Shotzi 5, formal 6, Simp 7.
Yep. And I'm not fucking kidding either. And I want anyone to fight me if they disagree. And I'm here to push it. This kid is unbelievable. He's fucking unreal. And for people to say he doesn't show up or he won a ring online, look what the fuck he did yesterday. Literally, look what he did yesterday. Scump over Clay is a horrible take. I mean, you can put the top 4 however you want. I don't care. I really don't care how you want you could put the top 4 in any order that you want to me, and it could be cool. I'd hear you out literally in any way. Genuinely, I'd hear you out in any way. But Shotzi's 5. Shotzi is 5. He showed up unbelievably big yesterday. Some of the clips that I was watching, the guy is a winner. He's a superstar. He shows up big when his team needs him most. Merc got them to yesterday. He got them to yesterday, and Merc felt the pressure. He was not playing the way that he was Thursday through Saturday. And Shotzi and Dashy willed him through, specifically Shotzi.
Yeah.
Guy was literally globetrotting. Guy was globetrotting last champs, too. Do I need to bring it back to last champs? Remember, they went back to back. So, only like 3 people in CDL history on that. So, there's that, too.
4.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay, well, 4. Yeah, actually, 2 current. Yeah, 2 current, right? Yeah. Only J-Cap and Karma. So, I mean, there's that.
And
also,
Clay.
2 of the greatest of all time.
Oh, so 5.
5.
Clay,
And
Karma,
Clay.
J-Cap,
So 5.
Shotzi, Dashy.
Right. So, okay. So 5. I literally want to hear this shit. I want to hear.
Honestly, I see a lot of people in chat agreeing with you. Obviously, there's a couple people that disagree, but I think I see more people in chat that agree with you about your ranking of Shotzi than disagree.
Imps over Scump?
Abby said he's a champs merchant, and that's a compliment. Dude, I mean,
Hey,
it kind of is at this point, right?
Oh my god!
If he's a champs merchant, I'm all for it, man. Fuck it. I really do not care. I do not care.
Shotzi winning one more ring will make him the GOAT.
Oh, they're not ready for that conversation. Oh my goodness. They better fucking hope not, dude. They better hope he does not get 4. Oh my god, they think I'm insufferable now. I won't stop.
Alex,
where do you?
Yes.
Where
do you have Shotzi? Obviously, we don't want to spoil our entire top 30.
I have him top 5. And I've said that, I think, on Twitter a couple of times already. I called him the greatest SMG ever.
Holy shit!
That might have been a little fading, to be honest. It was in the heat of the moment.
He's like, wait a second, maybe I take that.
It was in the heat of the moment. It was right then and there. I think it's under this, or like under this tweet, unless I'm tweaking.
I'll scroll down. But the greatest SMG ever. It's right there. That's good.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure. But again, maybe to some, yes. To others, no. I think I was a little faded. I think I still have Scump number 1. I mean, just the fact that everything that Scump did is a lot. But still, he's second right there with him. So I have Shotzi top 5.
Yeah, listen, I understand the tournament wins. I get that, right? I understand that argument. But I'm looking at this from perspective that they played so much more back then. There was more opportunity for them to win. If they played as much as they did nowadays, Shotzi would probably have like 13 or 14 wins. And then where the fuck would you put him? Where would you put him if he had 13 or 14 wins? Because then the conversation gets real. It gets unbelievably real. They're playing 5 tournaments a year nowadays. It's harder to win. It is. You don't play twice a month or all this bullshit. It's harder to win. This guy is unbelievable. The talent that he has is unbelievable. He is one of one. He is one of one. He's a 3-time world champ. The only CDL 3-time world champ. Only person.
Mm-hmm.
He's won in every single developer title. He's won in all 3. So he's not a merchant on a single developer title. The guy just wins.
Yeah.
He literally wins.
Also, Luke, thank you for the $2 super chat. Sorry.
If you're calling it recency bias, of course it's a little recency bias, but it's because he just won again.
Because he just won again. Because he just won, yeah.
He just won again. So, and I pre-fired that. I tweeted that out on like Friday, I think. Maybe Saturday, but I pre-fired that a little bit, but I don't give a fuck because I believe in Shotzi, and I know what he's capable of. And everybody it's nothing against Simp. I think Simp's great, but everybody talks that he's the next one in the legacy. He's not. He's not. It is the guy that won yesterday. It is the MVP of the day yesterday that is the next up. He is on his way to being the greatest sub, and I need people to understand that. He's top 5, and he's on his way to being 1. He is on his way to being 1.
Gregor said if Shotzi was out of the ring, it's no debate that he's the best CDL player. He's the best CDL player.
Oh, he's the best CDL player now already.
In history, yeah.
He's already the best CDL era player. Maybe he meant to say COD player and he just said CDL instead, but CDL era is without a doubt number 1 in the CDL era in the last 6 years or 6 seasons.
If he wins 4 rings.
Listen, I'm going to say it, and this is not me just trying to you make the show more interesting. This is actually genuinely what I believe. I still have Simp above Shotzi. 1 spot.
That's fine.
I have him 1 spot. And I know, and again, I said this to people all the time. 1 spot's not that big a deal, right? If you have Shotzi 5 and I have Simp 6 or, whatever it is, I have Shotzi number 7.
Behind,
Simp number 6, and then the top 5 that we had for a long time.
That's fine. 5, honestly, 5 through 7 is fine for me.
Yeah.
But there's people, Vipers in chat calling him 9. That's fucking brain dead. Someone's saying he's still not in the top 10. That's fucking brain dead. The guy is 5 through 7 minimum. Minimum 5 through 7. I will not hear any otherwise.
The fact that he has Celium 8 and Egg 7.
Yeah, I don't know about Celium top 10. Celium has been insane as an individual player for years, but there's also been players that have been insane as an individual player and have done more than Celium.
Aches over Shotzi. Okay, yeah, we aren't serious. I mean, this guy is a professional rage baiter. This guy is literally a professional rage baiter at this point. This dude was playing with prime Crimsix, and we have Aches over fucking Shotzi, dude. Unbelievable. Holy fucking hell. I cannot believe that shit.
Yeah. And I guess just to give my explanation, I mean, you guys are cool with my ranking, but to give it for anyone in chat that doesn't agree with me, first of all, it's only 1 spot. I would say Simp 6, Shotzi 7, but Simp has 1 less ring. He has 5 more majors, and he has 3 more MVPs. I think he has 6, and Shotzi has 3. To me, 3 more MVPs and a handful more event wins outweighs 1 ring. But I've also been pretty vocal in the past that I am not really deep into this ring culture. I think rings are a little bit overrated. They're not overrated because obviously that's what everybody wants to win. But I think they get a bit overvalued in certain conversations because someone said in chat, Adam
is he cutting out for you too?
Did I cut out?
You're cutting out. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Am I good?
You're good now. Yeah.
Am I good?
Yeah.
You're good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even his mic is this guy's just yapping.
No, someone in chat said that when you're tied in rings, we can talk about majors. But that, Adam Assault.
You're cutting out again. Wow, it does not like you right now.
Yeah. Maybe you might have to put Shotzi higher, honestly.
Talking about, I think it's because I'm talking about Assault.
I
think it's because I'm talking about Adam Assault.
There you go. Yeah.
Let me
Okay, you're good.
Let me unplug it from my PC. You guys talk. Keep going.
Okay.
All
right, chat, listen. In chat, in his defense, and in everyone's defense that has Simp over Shotzi, I'm okay with that. I don't want anyone to think that I'm not okay with Simp being over Shotzi. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with the conversations being had about Simp and not including Shotzi in those conversations, because at minimum he is there now. It should be a Shotzi and a Simp conversation. It should not be a Simp and a Beezy. Should not be anything else. It should be a Simp and Shotzi conversation. You want to pick your poison, go for it. But that's where he belongs. At minimum, that is where he belongs. Genuinely.
Wait, Turtle, do you have Ace 8 or 10?
Holy shit, dude. Maybe that mic fund needs to be for me. What the fuck? Everyone needs new mics.
Hydra's not there yet, Jacob. He's definitely has the potential to be there. For sure. He's not there yet. He's got some work to do. Hydra's got some work to do. On a talent level, I hear you.
Well,
On a talent level, I hear you.
Striffy, I fucking hate Ace, but he's top 20 for sure. He's top 15.
Yeah. Ace is top 20 for sure.
Yeah.
Ace is probably on the cusp of 10, brother.
No, but I will say, I told the guys earlier, Ace said he would lick his chops loading into he would lick his chops loading into a series against Seattle Surge today. Ace dropped a .7 the last time he played in the CDL. This guy he's delusional. I love the bit, but he's definitely top 15.
He's rage baiting.
He's definitely top 15.
Jacob, I saw that. I don't know, man. It's not that bad. We got more out of it, but I did see that.
I don't know.
I think in all fairness, now the conversation becomes way closer and way harder to judge, because you do have people that Simp clear Shotzi. You could take your $5 back. Yeah, we don't even need the
I need the 5 for a new mic, apparently.
Clear Shotzi. If you have Simp above Shotzi, sure. Clear Shotzi is incorrect.
That is literally incorrect. What I was about to say before you read that was, anybody who thinks this is like clear cut or thinks Simp is easily over Shotzi, Shotzi's easily over Simp, it's not easily at all. They are almost as close as I feel like they could get.
They are literally 1A, 1B. They are 1A, 1B.
And however you want to put them, that's up to you. But they're definitely in the same conversation. Last year, you could have possibly said that, but I think at this point in time, it's 1A, 1B.
One shows up when it matters. The other, packs his bags a little early. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, at least the last 2 seasons. But Luke, thanks for the 5, bro.
Let's have fun counting major 1 and 2. Sure.
I mean, they count. I think some people truly believe the pros don't try until champs. Every pro player wants to win every event 100%. Yeah. They're all trying to win every event. COD and esports is not the NFL. It is not the NHL. It is not the NBA. There isn't just one championship. There is one ring at the end of the season. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't even at the end of the season, but that's a whole different story. They still try to win everything. So that's why, I think just because someone has one more ring, to me, doesn't immediately put them over. Some people believe that. And if that's, how you value it, if you think it's rings above everything 100%, then sure. That's why it's subjectivity and it's fun. But a ring is way more important than a major, Chad. I want to make sure that's clear. But, where do you have Scump, right? Where do you have other 2-ring people, right?
I think I'm also in that boat with you, Jake, on where rings aren't everything, because obviously my GOAT is Scump. I have Scump number 1. People are going to be like, 1 ring, he only has 1 ring, shouldn't even be top 3, top 4, whatever, yada. But I think just everything that Shotzi has went through with all the turmoil on his teams, Illy fucking up his thumb in Vanguard, and I think just the 1 solid year, or the 2 solid years, 2022 or 2020 and 2024, where he was able to have a solid team, no changes, no bullshit, no turmoil, no nothing. He was able to win a ring. Last year, with everything that happened, Merc coming in, and sure, you could say Merc was the one that carried us to champs. I think just him getting over that turmoil is why I have him above Simp. Obviously, yes, the ring helps. 3 rings help over 2. But I think it's just everything that he's gone through, but everything that he's been able to do throughout his COD career is what puts him over Simp for me. Simp really hasn't had it tough like that. Simp has always had a consistent team, Yes, consistent placements, MVPs, whatever the case may be. But I've never seen him in that struggle that Shotzi has had.
That's fair. Two things.
And that's my reason.
Two things for me. One, Kevin with the 5. Thank you for the super chat.
Kevin!
Optic's not going to make a change, and I definitely don't think it would be Snoopy for Hook. I think the only change Optic could ever make is if they thought they could get like Simp or Avizi. And even that, I don't think they're going to do no matter what this season. And the second thing that I will say to what you just said about Shotzi, I feel like Clay had a lot of the same thing in his career, and people never talk about that. Clay had some
and
insane
I think that's why they put him like
season
top
where,
4.
Dude, Clay,
top 5.
there's a reason Clay is known for, you know, feed me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. There's a reason he tweeted that, and it's been so iconic. This guy gets dropped and he comes back and he wins, and he gets dropped and he comes back and he wins. And obviously getting dropped and you know, teammates having thumb issues and things like that are totally different. But those are both two players I think that have insane turmoil, and I don't think Clay gets that same treatment. Now, that the way that now Shotzi is getting it, which I think is what comes into the double standard. But I mean, every fucking person has a double standard somewhere in their top 10 list, I think, or their top 15. So it is what it is.
Let me ask you guys a question. How many majors would you sacrifice for a ring?
I would say a ring is 3 majors.
3 majors.
I always say 3. I hear some people say 5. I say 3.
I would say 4. Because I feel like when all the teams do like those challenges or like those question videos, I know FaZe did one where it was like, we'd rather have 4 majors or 1 ring.
Yeah, Simp was the only one that said 4.
Yeah. So I'll say 4. Because like I feel like that's the threshold that most teams use.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, that's not him just saying 4. Literally, FaZe made a TikTok.
No,
and 3 out of their 4 players said they would rather do 1 ring than 4 majors. The only one that didn't is Simp. Mm-hmm. The only one that said he would take 4 majors is Simp. That's literally that's how big of an importance these rings are. And people don't want to credit rings because it's 1 tournament, sure. But that's how much these players want this ring. That's how much this thing means. So when people rank rings as one of their biggest thing, that's why. It means everything. That's what everyone wants to win. When they go into a season, that's what you're chasing. You're not chasing a major 2. You're not chasing a major 4, a major 1, a major 3. Sure, you win them, obviously. You want to go in and win. You want to win every tournament. But your end goal is to come home with 4 rings and that championship trophy at the end of the year.
For sure.
That's why. That is why people rank them so high. So no, it's not ring culture. It's not all this bullshit. And people are trying to put this because now he has 3 rings. Sure, Shotzi has 3 rings. But that's because that's what everybody wants. That is what everyone wants. You don't think that Simp would sacrifice 4 of his majors for a 3rd ring? I guarantee you he would. If you asked him if you sacrificed 4 of his majors for a ring, I guarantee you look at you and say sure.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I mean, everyone values it differently, right? Which is the fun part of it. That's why it makes these top 10s lists not easy.
Please
yeah, actually, good point.
Tweet.
Pull up Scrap's tweet. That's a great point. Scrap literally pointed to this.
What does Scrap say?
Scrap literally tweeted something along the lines of, "Listen,
I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Here, I'll read it again for the audio listeners. Nothing else to say about how we played besides absolute shit. Was the year good? I guess, but in the grand scheme of things, this is the tournament that mattered. There's still EWC, but nothing will feel the same as winning champs. I appreciate the support. Love y'all.
Nothing will feel the same as winning champs.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
There's my response right under. No, absolutely. I mean, listen, champs is the tournament. It means more than any major. Everything comes down to winning champs. That is what every single pro wants. But there's some people, and I see some in chat, that think they don't care about majors or majors don't matter. It's only champs. And that's where I think it's wrong. That's where I think people are wrong. Also, Strifey with the 11 months, my guy.
I think he's also the youngest to win 3 rings. Let's not forget that.
Yes, he did just beat out Karma.
23.
He did just beat out Karma. Also, I actually, this is perfect because this is something I want to bring up and I forgot. And Strifey put it in his message. Shotzi is the youngest to ever do it. He's only 23. But what I want to say, and this is not wishing any bad juju on Shotzi, we said the same thing about Simp after Cold War. Is this guy is only 22 and he's got 2 rings in 3 years. Oh my God, this guy is going to be he's going to have 5 rings. You can't give anybody extra credit on their career until they do it. Now, obviously, Shotzi has 3. It's better than the 2 I'm talking about, Simp. But people are like, oh, he's only 23. It's so much better. Shotzi can be 28 and still have 3 rings in the amount of wins he has now, right? Same thing with Simp. Bro still has the same amount of rings as when we were having this exact conversation 4 years ago. So we got to wait until he actually wins the 4th ring, wins 5 more majors before we're like, oh, he's only 23. That's so good. But that is fucking insane that he's only 23 and has won half of these CDL champs in the last 6 years, literally since he started playing. It's not even just CDL era. It's when he started playing.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's genuinely crazy. It's genuinely crazy. And there are a lot of people that disrespect him because he's on OPTIC and he's the face of the CDL, and, you know, he was talking a lot of shit at the start of the year and they sucked. They sucked really bad in the middle, but when push came to shove and when he needed to step up for his team, he's a 3-time world champ and he showed up big time on Sunday. They do not win Sunday without Shotzi. I don't even know if it's close without Shotzi on Sunday. So he backed up his shit. Everyone talks about Draza. When he talks his talk, he walks his walk for the most part. He does. He walks his walk for the most part. This motherfucker talked all the shit in the world to start the year, and everybody was making fun of him, their ass. And at the end of the year, he's the one laughing. So respect the kid. He's fucking great. He's undeniable. And he is in the talks of simp. And he will soon be in the talks of scump. That's my argument. And I'll sit here until I can't breathe anymore.
That's fair.
Interesting. Hold on. I want to ask Turtle a question because he said the order is champs, majors, EWC, yada yada. I think we all had EWC as a little bit higher than a major, right?
Oh, he's putting EWC below a major.
I think I had EWC as in between champs and a major. I mean, it is only single elim, but there's at least a group stage. There's more teams. And I mean, the prize pool isn't something to sniff at. But what I will say, and what I've heard some pros say, specifically Octane and Attach, who are now retired, it seems like teams don't take EWC super serious and don't practice as hard. It almost sounds like the players value majors more. But as a fan, I thought EWC would be valued more.
Yeah. I guess. Interesting.
No, I mean, that's,
just food for
again,
thought.
it's another thing that makes it so fun because it makes it so much more subjective.
Chat, what about y'all? Do y'all have EWC above a major, below a major, equal to a major? What do y'all have?
Next year, try out that
that
pays a
is
lot.
true. That is true.
I mean, hey, you're not wrong. Single elim is a little fucked up.
But you got to make it out of the group. So it adds at least a little bit. It's still not double
Below a
elim.
major, below a major. Champs, Kevin. Below a major, major over EWC.
Chet, I mean, this is what makes things an opinion, right? This is what makes a debate a debate. There's really, genuinely, I think Viper's being a fucking moron, but in his defense, it's his opinion. And if he lives by his opinion, he has every right to have his opinion. It's not wrong. Everyone might disagree with it. That doesn't make it wrong. That's what he believes. That's what makes a debate at the end of the day. That is what makes a debate. There is no right. There is no. Everyone has an opinion. If you have evidence to back up your opinion and you're willing to sacrifice time and effort to put into it, that's what makes it a debate.
As long as you can explain yourself and it's not just, I don't like OPTIC, so I got Shotzi lower, or I'm an OPTIC fan, I got Shotzi higher. Also,
you have to have some relevance.
Yeah. I see Yasha in chat keep saying, nobody cares about majors. NBA, NFL have no majors. This is esports. Esports is not the NBA. Esports is not the NFL. It is not traditional sports. Everybody, I think, except for you, I guess, cares about majors. Not as much as champs, but everybody cares about majors. I mean, back in the day, there was 10 majors and 1 champs, 15 majors and 1 champs. You think nobody cared for 10 months of the year and then only cared about one event? Crimsy with the $4.99. Thank you, Crimsy. Shit, I guess we both need a new mic.
W Crim,
you know what I'm saying? That's what makes esports different. You know what I'm saying? And if you value rings over everything, which a lot of people do, and obviously rings are more important than majors, the majors matter, bro. The majors matter a lot. Every single pro goes into the event wanting to win a major.
Let's talk about what matters the most. And you just literally perfect segue into what I'm going to say next.
Oh, shit.
Mercules is a world champion before Scrap.
Somebody ban this guy, man. Somebody ban this guy. Crimsy with another 5. Thank you, bro. For real. Thank you for the super chats, my guy.
Oh my god. Oh no! I also want to bring something else up. Let's put some fucking respect on Hook's name. Everyone's saying brother could not win on land, and he just fucking won the big one. Let's put some
Yup.
respect on his name because he was probably our best fucking player this entire season, even when we dropped him, which we probably shouldn't have dropped him in hindsight.
Hindsight.
So let's put some respect on Hook's name.
Facts. And random 11 months, my guy. Appreciate you.
Woo!
Yeah, I think what the reason that like this team just worked, Merc is just Kenny that shoots better. I really that's it.
Motherfucker.
They played.
Kenny's. I give Kenny the nod in the IGL leadership angle, but Merc is very good in the comps.
I'm talking about gameplay. I'm not talking about like
Okay,
in
fair. I just want to make sure that's
I'm
clear
not,
because I
I'm
want
not
people to
talking about
think you're
intangibles.
dissing
I will
Kenny.
never take away from Kenny's intangibles ever. I'm talking about gameplay wise.
I mean, I got Merc number 12 all time.
Holy shit.
No.
Shit. No, but in all sincerity, Hook deserves so much credit. And we were talking about it on the watch party. I don't know how much Alex actually watched. He said he didn't watch live, but every time they did an optic listening, me and you were like, holy fuck. He just called out everything. He literally just called out everything. We map 1 Hossie. He had just died and spawned up and said, he didn't even get a half second to look at the mini map. And he said, we're spawning them well. And 3 Surge players instantly spawned well, like simultaneously. The dude was literally calling out everything. So he has progressed in terms of his IGLing. He has progressed in terms of his leadership. He's progressed in terms of his comms. The guy is a complete player now. And anybody that's calling him an onliner, he's a land champion.
I will say, as somebody who literally watched Hook since he went pro in AW, the last 2 seasons specifically, I think last year on Surge, we really started to see it when they did listen-ins. He has evolved his game a ton. And this year even more because last year on Surge, and it could just be due to like the team being worse than like, or less, caliber of player. He still had moments where like he felt like he'd scam his life or like not make a right play. This year, not only was he stepping up in the comms and really being a leader, I think, for Optic in a lot of the big moments, but he also didn't scam nearly as much. I mean, it was really Shotzi that scammed a lot of the time this season and threw his life away in certain moments. Hook has evolved so much, and I'm the first one to give him props because last season I was on his ass. I thought he was dog shit. I thought there was no reason Hook should be in the league to start this season. And obviously he wasn't in the league to start this season, so maybe I was slightly right. I didn't know how good he'd be at BO6. But I got to give him his credit because he genuinely deserves it. Like, this guy has evolved his game over the last few seasons. And what he was on Optic and MW2 and what he is on Optic now is night and day difference from anybody that watched those 2 seasons.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We got to give him his props. He did what he had to do to get better at the game, to evolve in his game. And again, he was probably our best player this entire season. He was definitely our best player at Major 1, and then we dropped him. And then we picked him back up after we were absolute dog shit. We were still a little dog shit, but we weren't. He was still our best player. And yeah, so just got to give him a lot of credit for sure.
I mean, him and Dash, you got to be around the top 15 now for sure. Around.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where you have them, but they got to be floating around that area, so for sure.
Yeah.
Just an unbelievable, like flipped upside down turn of events. Like literally flipped upside down turn of events. I would have bet the house that Scrap was walking around with a ring. I would have bet the house that Simp was getting 3. I would have done unbelievable things to say that one of those 2 teams were walking away with a ring. And here we are, and now Shotzi's the greatest sub of all time. I can't believe what I'm watching. I literally can't believe this shit.
We're just disrespecting Scump out here, man. We're just disrespecting Scump. It's all good, man. I know Scump's the best sub of all time, Chad. Don't worry.
I think Scump was the problem.
Oh,
I'm starting to think Scump was the problem.
Because he was the GM, but as soon as Zinni became GM, it all changed. Oh,
man.
Scump retired. They struggled rest of the season, but since then they've gone back-to-back rings. I think it was him. I'm starting to think it was him. It's got to be. Surely, right? Surely.
Oh, God.
That's unfortunate.
Champs needs to be best of 7 until best of 9 grand finals. I'd be down. That would take forever.
It would take a long time, but that would be pretty cool. Really, Champs just needs to have open bracket qualification for challengers and a longer run for teams to make it.
Merc just said on stream he had to go hit his vape after Surge tied Series 3-3.
Dude, can you
I feel
imagine? He's like Mac mid-series, just hitting the vape, bro. At least
Just
he
hitting
didn't
the
do it
vape.
on stage. Yeah, dude, it's listen, the top all-time lists are very, very, very interesting and different than how I thought they'd be. And after EWC, when we have to update our lists, and depending on who wins that, obviously it's going to come into consideration. It's going to be fun, bro. It's going to be really, really fun because I think we're actually going to have some bigger differences this time around. Because I think last time we pretty much had a lot of this. We pretty much had a player within like 4 or 5 spots of each other almost every single time. But I wonder over the last 2 years, because we did that before MW3, how much it's going to have changed. I mean, I haven't really thought about it. It's going to be insane.
I'm doing a point system this year. I'm doing mine very
That's how I did. That's how I did mine the last time.
I'm doing mine very statistically. I'm going to come up. I'm going to decide how many.
You cut out.
How many? Fuck. I'm going to do everything into a point system. I'm going to average it out. And those averages come out to be, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be.
So should we all do it based on that system?
No,
so
but
that
then
we're all
everybody's
fair?
list will be the same.
I
You
mean,
do whatever you want.
Yeah, what I did was I had like a point system that I did for videos in the past, and I took that as my base, and then I adjusted based on my own personal like subjectivity.
I ain't gonna lie, I just freeballed it. I said, you seem
You
about
go
good right
here,
here.
they go there.
you go there.
You know how it goes.
I mean, sure, random. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I still think they're like 1A, 1B.
Mhm.
So if you think
More
EWC gets
like
the same, sure.
5A, 5B in your list, but
Yeah, but like you know what I'm saying. Current.
yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, no, we got to do our list for like this season. Maybe we do that in one of our next shows before EWC, like top 20. Or I mean, we could do like a CDL era list if we wanted it to do that exclusively. Obviously, that'd be before EWC, so we wouldn't be able to count that in. But it could be something fun to just pull this over to have a big show to do before EWC.
Any list where I could put Shotzi one works for me.
Dude, I don't even genuinely. I don't even know who is even in the range of like the 20th best CDL era player. Like I have no idea who would be there.
Shotzi, Dashy, who?
This guy's gonna count 20 players.
Fred,
oh, he's
Kenny,
just counting optic players. I got you.
Scope. I think put Scrap there, I guess. Hydra, Sam.
Dan Ghosty.
Dan Ghosty in there.
I love
Jimbo.
Dan
Fuck it. Ashio, because he's cool dude. Fuck with him.
just put him in the top 20. I fuck with that guy.
04.
I fuck with that guy. Wow. All right, let's no, here. This is what we should talk about. Is Roster Mania. Because we got a couple things that sort of came out on the TL. One by an official source via holy shit, wait a second.
Rani.
Wait a second. I just refreshed Breaking Point's Twitter and look what they just dropped 1 minute ago.
What is that?
Mercury's MVP championship card. 97 overall Mercury's, a 1.52 in Search and Destroy. Holy shit.
Holy
so
fuck.
mature. The Messiah, Merc 30, Perk 30, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Shit.
Godlike.
A 1.52 in S&D. For fuck's sakes. And they got 6-0'd.
Dude, FaZe was literally running from him.
Well, because remember, was it going into the grand finals? Or no, was it going into game 2 versus Boston? He had only died like 7 times in Search that weekend. Do you remember they said that?
It was going in the grands.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense for sure.
He had 8 deaths on Sunday of an event in S&D. That is literally insane. He had died 8 times.
Chat, the purple on the card means that it was #1 for everybody at Champs this year. So he had the highest KD or everybody at that role. So he had the highest SND KD and the highest kills per round of ARs at Champs. I mean, it could have been higher than subs too, but they do it role based to make it fair.
Holy fuck. Who had the better 4-piece? Shotzi or Hydra?
I was just about to read that. First of all, Luke, thank you for the 2.
Jacob, you're right, but they don't do it just for Champs. They do a tournament MVP. If it was just Champs MVP, Shotzi would have won it.
Yeah, they changed it a couple years ago.
Yeah, but since it's a tournament MVP, Merc was absolutely. I mean, he was about to break the KD record for Champs.
I think was last year the first year they did it that way because K's won in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it had.
And that was the finals MVP. So, but last year I think Shotzi just won Champs MVP.
Yeah, because Pred had like a 1.4 in finals or some shit like here. So
We were 2 maps off of 1,000, ended on 998. I mean, if these would have won 2 more versus Surge.
Okay, dude. You fucker. You guys couldn't let somebody get an extra map or 2 on you guys to get us on 1,000 for the year?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think to answer your question, Luke, or I think whoever asked that,
It was Luke, yeah.
I would go Hydra, just because they ended up winning that map.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
But I mean, Shotzi definitely gets some bonus points for it being the biggest series. I mean, that was
for sure.
fucking.
If they would have won that round, I would for sure say that was Shotzi.
He's the only reason that round even became close. They were getting that round.
Where is this?
What the fuck? None of your concern.
There it is.
Holy shit.
You just, my bad, bro.
Holy shit. Yo, my bad, AG. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wait, but you know what AG has?
That's funny concern, bro. Holy shit.
Bro just had to help me out.
I'm on the ground. Guys, help. I'm laying on the ground. I'm
Oh
stuck,
my
step
God.
sis.
The knife kill makes Hydra's better. That shit was clean as fuck.
I will also say the Hydra kill was so like fast, like the kill after kill after kill. It would just, it felt like it let up so quick. Like it was 0 to 100. Unlike LAT at Champs, it was 100 to 0.
As a completely biased person, I'm still gonna pick Hydra's, but Shotzi's was fucking diabolical. I almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah. Before we mention what's on the screen, I see Jacob asked a couple times, would you replace Dill or Dan with either Simp or Celium? To be honest with you, bro, I'm good with anything. I love Dill and Dan. They're probably my 2 favorite players in the league, so I don't want them to go. I want them on LAT as long as literally possible. But Simp and Celium are Simp and Celium, and if the team made that decision, I wouldn't be mad at it. Let's just put it that way. But I don't want those guys to leave, bro. And I think they're good enough to be on the team for sure. Sources: the Ravens are targeting Cobra, and if you click on the article, which I'm not really going to bother because it's just a bunch of text, it would be for Dylan Rex. According to this, it would be for Dylan Rex.
Does this specify if this is for next season or EWC?
I guess
EWC, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's for EWC, but I guess I'll click on it real quick and just check.
Turtle, do you have any intel, Turtle?
Chad, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed with Dylan Rex, dude. I had high hopes on that guy.
It looks like it would be for EWC.
Yeah,
I had high hopes with Dylan Rex, man.
I mean, bro is actually frying in challengers, and
He was.
Okay, maybe
Cobra to Ravens.
yeah, maybe he just was the system for him, but bro was also kind of iron boots. Like I expected him to be a faster AR.
Yeah, I wonder if like him, I think we saw it with Lunars, were just like uncomfortable and maybe a little nervous, and then they started getting shit on, so then they didn't want to play fast to avoid getting shit, and it just kind of like domino affected.
Yeah.
Right? Because in Challengers, that guy was pissing on. I mean, he was pulling out a sub on Skyline and just running kids down. It was insane.
Yeah, he was like in Challengers, he was literally globetrotting, which was like someone needs to pick him up. But yeah, again, I don't know if it's the system, the fact that he's paired with Slasher as his AR duo, and he needs someone who's a little bit faster so he can kind of pick up the pace like a Scrap per se or somebody else. But yeah, sucks.
I
for
like the Cobra.
Rex,
I like the potential Cobra pickup here, though. I think Cobra's good. I think he should get picked up by a team, right? I mean, I'd be surprised if he wasn't on Gentlemate to start the season, unless he really gets locked down by a Ravens team if this happens. But he can flex, right? He played AR last year, I think, and he's playing sub this season. So I don't really know how that works with this team. I guess he just would be flexing if it's for Rex. But I like it. Sorry, Preston, you go.
I think this is Slasher's last tournament. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is Slasher's final tournament.
Chat, what do you guys think? Do you think Slasher retires after this season? Whether you think he should retire or not is a different question. Or like whether you think he should retire. Do you actually think he's going to retire is the question.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I have that feeling like he's going to end up on another like bottom-ish, almost middle of the pack team.
Why would he want to do that?
That's the only thing I'm wondering. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about that makes me want to say he retires. Is it's like he's not going to get on a team that's winning caliber most likely. So why bother? But I don't know. Maybe he still really likes it. Like maybe he still genuinely enjoys competing.
I mean, he might. I mean, he had his opportunity with FaZe and MW2, and they won one time. So I don't think he's like, that was it. He's done.
Yeah, I do. I agree with Turtle and Chat. I think he'll wait, and if he gets interest by a team, maybe he'll stay. But if not, he'll hang it up. Which is sad because I mean he is like one of the literal last of like the what people consider OGs. I think that are still left.
I mean, there's Shotzi.
How do you travel with that hat? It's a foam hat, so I just stuff it in my suitcase. It gets all crinkled up, but you just leave it out for a couple hours and it gets back to its shape.
Same way he stuffs his cocaine, man, up his ass.
Okay.
Same way he gets around with that fire hose in his pants.
That's exactly right, Chad.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
But yeah, I mean, this is an interesting one. And then there was also a couple other things. I don't know if I have the tweet for the one, so I'll talk about the other one that Breaking Point happened. The Vegas Falcons followed a Beezy on Instagram. They're not following anybody else from FaZe. I don't think they're even following like any other players outside of players that play for them. They followed a Beezy on Instagram. Which makes you wonder, was that a misclick? Or was this a social media manager just admiring a Beezy's pictures and maybe misclicked? Or is this a little bit of intel?
Wow,
or are they
dude.
farming because they knew someone would see this and they wanted the people to talk about it?
We're having Pred to flex, dude. Oh my goodness. Exnit Abizi Pred +1.
Plus one more sub. You might as well at this point. Just go 4 subs.
Wow.
I mean, I guess this is like an actual question. Do you think there is a world where FaZe says, sorry, Abe, you got to go, and he just goes and gets a bag to play for the Falcons? And obviously we'll build, and they'll have like a competent enough team that maybe he feels like he can compete with. Like, do you think if it's like a BZ, Xnid, Pred plus, I don't know, maybe Sib, because a lot of people think Sib could team back up with Pred. Do you think he would go to that team? Or do you think would he prefer?
I think any top player who's on a free agent contract, if they're approached by the Falcons, who have a lot of money, who say, hey, we will build this team. We'll have you, X, and X, who are other stars as well. I'm pretty sure it does make it kind of enticing for them to be like,
shit,
maybe I do.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, this is one of those things that I bet it's not going to turn into anything. But I don't know. Whoever found this and I guess tweeted it out, and then obviously Tactical Rab put it up on Breaking Point or on the Dope Check Pod. Shout out to them.
How do you even notice this? Is the question.
I don't even know. Like, do people have like bots that notify when like certain teams follow players just so they can get updates like that? Because there's people who will notice like this person took this out of their bio or something like that, and it's like, how do you even? Well, how are you ready to look for that?
Exnit Abizi Pred and Gwyn. That's
Jesus
the
Christ,
fastest yet no map control ever team created. Like,
oh my god, no one's getting in the hill.
Holy
that team
shit.
sucks.
Yeah, 4 subs. Imagine. Listen, maybe they got an early look at BO7 and they know it's going to be a sub dominated game.
Yeah,
you never know.
Sure.
There was one other tweet on here, but I don't even know this guy's Twitter account, but it came from Vinny Gage, who is Zuma's cousin, who, at least from what I've seen, feels like kind of 50-50 about his roster intel. But he also tweeted out about the Cobra to Ravens thing before Ronnie did. So at least he seems like he got one thing right. But he tweeted that the Minnesota Rocker are looking to get Mamba from Omit. Now, Mamba's an AR. So I don't know if that means Kenny or Gio's gone, or if that means Estrel or Nero's gone and Kenny's going back to a sub. But that's just another thing to bring up or potentially look at, because it could be a thing that's happening potentially behind the scenes, or at least maybe there was some early interest that he heard. But I don't know. What do we think about that?
It would have to be for Kenny. Maybe Kenny's like scheming backstage with Draza, because FaZe is getting rid of Draza. Like, yo, let's be a
They're
team
going to
of
Falcons.
2. Let's be a team of 2 and pick up the new Saudi order.
Twisted
we'll get
minds.
a bag. We'll make a team. We'll run it back.
Yeah,
I go on top 6. I love that.
so Rocker needs an AR. They're like, fuck it, Mamba.
Yeah, Rafi did also tweet that clip of like speed, like looking like all scared and stuff, like someone was getting stolen from him. So maybe Omid is getting a player poached. They were talking about it on the flank last night. Apparently roster lock was like today, I guess. And if the CDL teams are only allowed to make a one-man change at the most.
Mhm.
So I don't really think we're going to see like any changes other than the teams that didn't make champs or didn't make champs or Ravens because they made champs.
In H-hour. Okay,
In 1 hour it closes. Okay, so it's just
because
that
I know
midnight EST,
Ben
I guess.
said that your roster has to at least have at least three of the original players that.
Thank God, bro, because last year Omid Brooklyn got cooked.
They did.
They got three
Their whole-
players poached to Boston Breach before EWC last year. And Rafi's team got, I mean, they took a map off Optic, but then we saw what happened after that.
Dude, I wanted Optic to drop Merc and Hook, dude. I wanted them to go with a new team to see if it was just
for funsies.
just for
I
funsies.
think they're going to pick up this one young gun, Preston and Jake Maverick. I think.
I think they should bring back Kenny and Pred just to rekindle the flame real quick. I need everyone just to see if it was that or if maybe Shotzi and Dashy were scamming. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't expect anything crazy roster mania wise, but like Turtle said, the roster lock for EWC is in 1 hour. I would imagine tomorrow there should be some like more tweets from Ronnie. Maybe not, and maybe teams won't announce yet, but like they could. Or Ronnie's gonna drop like, Cobra signs with Ravens. Or X signs with X, or X is expecting to sign with X, things like that. So
what if the trio is a problem? Don't tell Preston that.
all right, I actually want to ask chat this question because we got a lot of people in here, and I know everyone's gonna have different opinions. Do you think the FaZe trio should split? Or do you think they should stick? Or do you think they should just drop Duraza? Because I know there's going to be different answers. So I really want to know what chat thinks. But obviously, you guys tell me what you think.
Should they split? Yes, no, yes. Blow it up, Turtle. Drop Duraza.
FaZe won EWC and thought the problems went away. That's what I think.
This guy in his tweet, bro. This guy's going to quote this tweet 4 years from now.
To be honest, that's what Donnie or Temp was saying as well.
Dude, Temp said LAT should make a change too. So
yeah, he said both of them should blow it up.
Damn.
Which is kind of interesting. He said because once your mental is chalked, he was like it's chalked, like you're done. So
fine,
yeah.
Scrap and draws, squash the beef. It's all good. Fine.
Fine, Scrap and Hydra just top ticket to.
Yeah, I don't really know. I really only see them splitting if they're
Turtle's
like
cooking.
someone's not happy anymore.
Turtle's cooking. The problem with the trio, it's always the fourth guy's fault. Slasher, Alec, and Geraldus.
Thank God they didn't get murked though. Holy fuck! Could you imagine
my
Merc
God.
on that team? Holy
Dude,
shit!
they're about to get Shotzi if Scump retired after Vanguard.
Holy shit! Thank God they didn't get murk. Oh my God.
I mean, back-to-back top sixes, you got to think they're making a change.
Would
Right?
you rather
Even
have
if they win
Draws or
EWC. Draws or Sib is their fourth? I mean, I
I'd
think
rather
those...
have Big Maverick.
I personally would probably take Draws, but I do think there's something to be said about, like, changing the environment up. And, like, obviously Draws, I mean, he's been kind of ass at champs the last few years. They've been getting top sixes. So there is something to be said about bringing in a new face and trying to see what that does. But I think I'd take Draws over Sib if we're talking in a general, conversation.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Especially after this year, right? I know Draws had some shitty moments, but Sib was, I think, more shitty moments than Draza this season.
I think I'm taking Merc.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
Give me Rafi as my fourth.
Dude, see, now the real question is, how many other players of Merc's caliber are sitting in challengers yet to be untapped?
I'm definitely not encouraged.
Damn.
Dude, Encourage
My
is good
bad,
as fuck.
Encourage.
Encourage is good as fuck, man. He just gave up a little too early. Now he's got it back. But it's okay. He's young. He's got a chance to bring it back.
Definitely not exceeding.
Hyde? Oh, Hyde for sure.
Hyde,
Good
yes.
shot.
Hyde for sure.
Because you got to think. I mean, we saw a lot of challengers players get picked up this year. a handful of rookies. So honestly, I would say more half of them were good and half of them were kind of lackluster. But
Oh,
who's in there, man?
Turtle said if I'm keeping one, I'm keeping Cell and building around him.
Ooh, interesting. I mean, Cell is like Mr. Consistent. So you know what you're getting from him.
He doesn't play for the
He
win.
said, "Fuck the Tiny Terrors." Oh my god, Turtle said, "Fuck the Tiny Terrors." Yo, Reddit, put Turtle on Reddit.
At IOU Turtle on Twitter. See Matt coming back. I could see. I said that. Oh no, I think I said that about Vivid in our group chat. But I could see Vivid or Mac potentially getting poached by a team because I know obviously they have CDL experience. They both have been cooking ever since going back to Challengers, and at least especially on Vivid side of things, he wasn't like terrible this season. I know maybe individually his numbers weren't bad, but we saw what happened to Ravens when they got rid of him. I think Mac had a good major one, and then from there it kind of went downhill. But
Dude, that tweet that the Stocksman put out, Ace, he said that Vivid and Mac won more money than they would have won on their teams with Challenger champs. That's fucking crazy.
yeah, well they said that on the stage. Ooh, I did not
Did
see
they really?
Yeah, they said it when they interviewed him about like making more money. Look at what Teach tweeted.
What do you tweet? What do you tweet? Show it to me. Damn. Oh, he's gone. Get him out of there, brother. Get him out.
Is he gone? Is he gone? Or is this something there is a lot of stuff going on in the NBA right now, and obviously this is an NBA gif. But this is Devin Booker after they just lost the NBA Finals watching the Bucks celebrate. He's like, damn.
Oh my god, Slasher's retiring. Holy shit.
I don't know.
So
if
what
Teach
happens if
tweets that if Slasher retires, to be honest.
what happens if like in all sincerity, like completely unrelated though, like if someone were like if Ravens had someone retire / retires, but they still want to get rid of Rex, they can't get.
I guess they
They
couldn't
have to keep Rex.
unless maybe there's like a loophole EWC would allow that, like, okay, they couldn't control Slasher retiring. If he refused to play because he wanted to stop, like, I guess they'd have to let him pick someone up. I don't know. I mean, listen, it's seeming like Ravens are going to make a change. I think rightfully so, right? I mean, they have been nothing since Major 2, basically, since halfway through the season. So Cobra for Rex, I think's a good move. I don't, does that move the needle for me? Thinking they make anything happen to EWC? No, but
Free 5K for last place. Damn.
that's what I saw Dylan Attach said because he was on Dope Check with Rab and
And he
Temp
was
earlier.
like,
He was like,
so
it
you
was
get
literally
10K.
like a free 10K, like just extra DoorDash money. And it's a free trip, right? I mean, they pay for all the players to fly out there, the lodging and things like that. So I would be surprised if like a player that's already on a team like did not want to go to the point where they retired or they left their team or something like that.
Got it.
But I don't know. There's actually, let me pull up your tweet. So Preston made a little tweet chat, like brainstorming some rosters for next season. And again, before you even read this, I'll show his preface tweet here. We don't really know any of the contract situations. I mean, I know FaZe are free agents. But other than that, he just kind of put this together for fun. But I'll kind of put this up to get the conversation started.
I know.
Alex, what were you say?
No, I was gonna say, I know Rab said, like, in his dope check while they were talking about it, he said, I have to look at Ben's contract thing. So it's still being used, but I just don't think he has it linked anymore.
Maybe he has a more behind. Turtle, you got any insight on contracts, brother, that you're allowed to share?
Yeah.
I know you're like stats, but I don't know. Maybe you got some special spreadsheets someone shared with you at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Did we talk
Real
about
is not getting off of Miami. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I think after this season, there's no way, right? I mean, he was almost potentially bought out at one point, but
Well,
I don't
okay.
think anymore he's going to happen, right?
Bank contract track has been up there since the end of last year. Oh, okay, never mind then.
But I mean, dude, this roster mania could be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if LAT and FaZe make changes. I'm going to be honest. I think FaZe makes a change. I think Draws is probably gone. I love Draws, but I think that's just the truth. But it could get real, especially if LAT decides to do something, or the Tiny Terrors decide to split up, or Celium leaves, like a Saudi org comes. If FaZe is all free agents and a Saudi org like the Falcons or Twisted Minds or Al-Qatsaya comes in and offers these guys a mega bag that FaZe has no chance but to that they can even come close to, even prize money would come close to winning on FaZe, it gets interesting. It gets very interesting.
Yeah.
Luke with the
Your
5,
alt
by
wants
the
to
way.
win, though. Yeah, I mean, every player wants to win, but you don't get to decide where you go. So
Yeah, I don't know. Luke, thank you for the 5. Dude, Hyde on Optic next year? That's a bold prediction.
I
we're gonna
don't
have
know.
I'm
Simp.
excited to see Hyde in Challengers, though.
We're gonna have Simp watch. Optic's gonna place like third at EWC. Everyone's gonna be frustrated. Simp is gonna call up shots and be like, "Yo, you're my goat. Let's team together."
Dashy just said on stream he
bam.
heard some insane roster happening.
I don't
Interesting.
know.
He trolling.
He could be just pandering, or not like pandering, but just trolling for the, for the clip. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know, like, if you're draws and you get dropped from FaZe, I think your most likely destination is going to be one of the Saudi orgs, right?
Sure.
Especially if there's multiple, if more buy in. But, like, because he's obviously not, like, he's not going to be a minimum type of contract player. Like, he definitely is going to have a decent price on him, rightfully so, right? He's won a bunch in his career. But, like, does Surge maybe make a move to bring him in? Do they think I don't think he didn't help FaZe win champs, so I don't know if he'll help them win champs, but, like, I don't really know. Is it like a Minnesota Rocker angle? Like, you kind of take that step down to the next tier of orgs that are, like, decent, but kind of don't do a lot all the time? I don't know, dude. I really don't know. And then on top of that, there's a whole bunch of Challengers players like Craze, like Mamba, like Brack, that should get a chance in the league. And I hope some teams pick up. So people are going to be dipping out of the league.
It's so hard to like actually make rosters when
Mhm.
number one, you don't know. Number two, you don't know how close. I just tried to throw some names together
Yeah.
and put them in the hat, see what made sense to me, and give me RCs. Give me RCs for who?
Danny, that's what
Preston has on the screen, Danny. You guys
Yeah.
are locked in right there. Drop draws, move Simp to the flex, and bring on Joe Deceives. If you're able to get him from Ultra, obviously. I would be genuinely
Don't think
surprised if
so.
Ultra let go of him unless someone paid a bag.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see the Mavericks and Challengers? He's rich enough. Jake's rich enough to actually have a Challenger.
I wish.
Yeah, he
I might
actually
need
is.
I might need to go work with Rafi on that one. Maybe we can get Omit Mavericks or something like that started. I don't know.
He's literally rich enough to have his own team, so.
Yeah, dude, I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, I don't expect anything before EWC massive. I expect a couple little changes here and there from some of the bottom works, but I don't know if I just don't know what's gonna happen this offseason. Abby with the 20 sec. Abizi is
Abby.
FaZe, Simp is FaZe, Celium is FaZe. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, Celium has been on FaZe like his entire career, right?
Yeah.
And then Simp and Abe, I'm pretty much other than E United, and obviously Abizi played in World War II as well. But for what they've accomplished in their career, it's all been on FaZe. And, United for Abizi and Simp, like I said. Thank you for the 20
Mac
sec.
and Fred are still boys. That's why I thought that team would. I mean, that's not a terrible team if Mac uses like more than AR.
Mac's good on the flex, bro. I'm really surprised people haven't given him, like, a team hasn't given him a shot at that again. I thought his best year was when he flexed.
Who would have thought Optic has 2 super teams shook for a roster change? You're not.
Yeah.
He's so Martian, dude.
Tell you, they pick up Jake Maverick. LAP's minimum top 6.
I mean, listen. At the worst, they do the same as last year if they pick me up. Or this year. So, you know what I'm saying? It can't get any worse. Unless you don't qualify. Which, actually, they probably wouldn't qualify with Alice on the team.
Holy shit. Remy, you're from Australia. Do you know Pred personally?
Yeah, they actually met in the Outback one time, I heard.
There's also a rumor that Boston is partnering with one of the 2
Bro,
Saudi
Viper,
orgs.
I saw that. Someone said that yesterday. Where was that rumor? Because I saw someone say there was a rumor about that, but I didn't know where that started from. Boston partnering with a Saudi org honestly makes sense because they want out, but
we'll
like,
see you next year.
Yeah, they want out, but
They're
they probably want to like stay also, especially after this season.
Yeah.
What does Boston Breach do? That's a genuine question. I see what Preston has on screen. He's got Cammy, Kremp, Purge, Awakening because he's got Snoopy leaving. But what does the Boston Breach team do that pretty much didn't really do a whole lot this season outside of their, obviously, what they just did at Champs?
I mean, they have 2 top 6s. Not that that's good, but
Yeah, first, I mean, especially based on how much they're probably paying their roster.
I mean,
but you gotta think
honest,
there's players out there you can get to push you up a little higher.
yeah,
Especially if you got Saudi money behind you.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have some of that Saudi money and throw that Snoopy if they even want to have a chance at keeping him. But even then, I still think he's like, fuck that. I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Miami with my boys Real, Rancor, and Super.
I also thought about that, Viper. I did. I thought about a win duo, but I thought that if Kenny and Draza were a team again, they would try to. I mean, they're gonna try to get like a young up and coming superstar sub. Not saying it's there yet, but if there's any player that can get Gwyn to that level, it's probably Ken.
Yeah, that's Gwyn is one of those players. I think especially too. Rafi just said I have insane intel. He's gonna say
Text the
something.
group chat right now.
He's gonna say something dumb, bro.
He's gonna say you 3 are the most handsome, richest.
And I mean, the world is gonna blow up. Are you dropping it in chat, Rafi, or are you gonna text it to us? And if you text it to us, should we not read it out loud?
Yo, chat, if we get 20 gifted subs,
yeah, you're ready. He's not giving anything. He's not giving anything. This is bait. This is bait. We have 200 people in here. You think Rafi's about to give us a real intel? Let's hear it, Rafi. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Hold on. Let us tweet first.
He probably already closed the stream, bro. He's not even here.
Jake Merrick portfolio just surpassed $3 million after that gifted sub. There we go.
There it is.
Oh my god, this
there
guy,
it
bro.
is.
I knew it, dude. I knew it.
Woo,
Rafi, I wish.
He's fucking rich.
Listen, I want to be Rafi when I grow up, chat. You guys don't know what this guy's got going on behind the scenes. I'm learning more every day about Rafi, and let's just say I want to be him when I grow up.
Because they don't call him third three-legged Rafi for no reason.
They do call him that. You guys should go to the Challengers Pit. I heard everybody call him that when they talk to him.
Can you get Shotzi on him? Yeah, let him get right on that.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm with you, Turtle. You should spill the beans.
Yeah, Rafi, is it true? Is Mamba going to no roster
sold yet?
No players sold
yet. So that means that Rocker News is false. Oh, yet.
I mean, to be fair, he did say that when we texted him earlier.
He did say that.
Man, I love that guy, Rafi, bro. Rafi, we love you, man. For real. Look at that omit logo in the top corner, man.
Oh, God. What the fuck? What do you mean my chart's way off?
What chart?
Oh, does he mean like your predictions or whatever? Your roster stuff? Is that what he meant?
Oh, what? Well, how the fuck?
Oh, he was just guessing.
I just threw names together. I don't have any intel, buddy.
He was just guessing.
You should have said some my way. I could have made me look smart.
Dude, Rafi, leak us the intel. We'll put it out there like we didn't know it's intel and we were just speculating. So then when it all happens, we look so smart.
All right. This guy. Those rosters aren't bad, Rafi. I mean, I tried to put them together. I don't think they're that bad.
I leaked to Ronnie intel for 1K leak. Dude, I believe that.
You think we are?
I believe that. That's the only reason my lights are on right now. Holy shit, I'd be streaming in the dark if it wasn't for Rafi. That actually did remind me, though, in terms of keeping the lights on around here. We really do got to thank the sponsor of 1v1me, or sponsor of 1v1me, the sponsor of Around the CDL, 1v1me, man. The best place to watch and stake esports all day. Listen, you can use the code in the description or the link that Alex just dropped in chat with the command. Code ATC gets you a $10 stake. Black Ops 6 2v2 SND League is awesome. Preston and I tweet out our plays twice a week. It's really, really fun. So check them out. And listen, over $100 million given out to players, 14,000 plus reviews on the App Store. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. So shout out to 1v1me as always for working with us, man, for sponsoring the show, the presenting sponsor of Around the CDL.
W.
And yes, I still work with Juvie, Remy. Look, right there. Code Mav. Oh, that's actually another good plug, chat. Another shameless plug. Code Mav is 15% off until July 6th right now. So it's an extra 5% from the usual 10 if you want any
The
Juvie.
Around the CDL group chat, the Around the CDL watch party had like 300 plus people watching Omid versus Omid.
I told him that in the group chat. I literally peaked, like our watch party peaked viewership watching Omid versus Omid grand finals this weekend. Is that not sick?
Not Optic versus Surge.
Not LAT getting shit on, although it was close. That was almost the peak. It was the peak until we watched the Challengers finals. It was watching the grand finals for Challengers. That was awesome. One of you have an Omid backdrop? Dude, Rafi, you got to send us something, man.
Where's my Omid flag, dude? Like, what the fuck?
Look at all this room I have over here, bro. And I just said I might get rid of that poster.
Hex literally sent those to me personally, so that's the only reason they're back there. That's the only reason they're back there.
I knew it.
You're muted, Alex. You're muted.
All this free real estate right here for you, Rafi. All this right here.
Come on, man.
We get it. You know Hex. You literally just posted a picture. I don't even want to hear it. You just posted a picture with him. You guys had caviar yesterday. You guys literally ate caviar on your yacht. Like, I don't know.
Wow, I'm so jealous.
Viper, clip it. Link it right here for Rafi to see.
It's okay. I literally have clips of Preston being racist, so it's all good.
What?
Bro, Alex, did you see the clip, Alex? Did you see the clip?
He called me Mexican.
Well, that too. Dude, we were literally watching Boston, and I said, "What did Snoopy eat for breakfast?" And he goes, "Probably rice." I mean, brother, that is insane. That is insane. I mean, what's this guy on? And then I think 3 other times that weekend I said, "What'd that guy eat for breakfast?" And we both in unison said, "Probably rice," with different players.
That is not what I meant, dude. That is not what I meant.
And then he went on a tangent about how he ate rice like every meal for like 12 days straight in Costa Rica or some shit.
So are you saying because I'm Mexican and he's Mexican, all I eat is rice?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think. God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Dude,
PR nightmare, literally.
Speedy white man.
Between what he says on stream and his Twitter, I mean, I might have to consider a new co-host. Alex and I might have to have a meeting.
Yeah.
That is not what I meant. That is literally not what I meant. Context.
That's too funny.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Dashy said there's a roster change that's massive and will have a trickle down effect.
Ooh, that's face. That's face.
A Mexican
or LAT.
Rice. What else did you mean? I meant that I went to Costa Rica for 14 days, like 6 years ago, and I ate rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every fucking meal for 15 days. That's all those fuckers eat. That's all.
I mean, Rafi, I told him. Snoopy's not from Costa Rica. Snoopy's Mexican. And he seems very enough Costa Rica, bro. I tried to help him, Rafi. It was too late. It was too late. He got me canceled. My YouTube channel.
That's what I'm saying, Rafi. That's all what they eat. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I mean, Alex, he's talking about you, bro.
Okay.
Wow. So wait, so it was him on the account that called me a Mexican and then blocked me.
Oh my God, it was Preston's burner.
God.
That is my burner. That is my burner.
I'm pulling that tweet up, bro. I'm pulling that tweet up.
It all makes sense now, Rafi. Look at this shit.
When you texted that in the group chat, I was fucking crying. I was fucking crying.
Look at this, Rafi. Look at this. This is Preston right here.
Preston, Austin Schwartz. That's Preston.
This is literally Preston. He said Mexican and then blocked me.
He's a FaZe fan too, secretly. Look, he's retweeting FaZe.
My God. Chat, we have exposed Preston.
Oh my God, dude. Wow, no, but if Dashy's saying there's a change making a trickle down effect, that has to be LAT or FaZe making a change. It's the only ones.
I expected this from Jake Maverick, not Preston. What?
What? Why did you expect it from me? What did you expect it from me for?
Nah. No way Surge make a change random. I don't think so.
Surge? No way.
Nah,
no way.
I don't think so. Not after second. Oh my
Jake Maverick looks a little,
Dude, listen, I'm 2% Middle Eastern.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
mean, they do say Preston does look like Exton. People have said that's his cousin.
I had it on Ancestry.
Exton and we are very similar looking. I can't confirm. We do have very similar facial features.
Oh my god. The Sirs make a change and for
Dude, get this shit off the screen, dude. What the fuck? What are we doing?
Dude, Jay, this is hilarious, bro.
you didn't tell me you're half black from the waist down.
That's a Nazi pose if I've ever seen one. What the,
Don't worry, it gets better.
what the
Oh,
fuck,
oh my god.
bro?
Oh no, chat. Oh no.
This is the guy saying Shotzi's the best SMG of all time, man.
Oh,
Okay.
no. And he's wearing a phase hoodie, chat.
Okay, all right.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
this
He
is-
literally is wearing a phase hoodie.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Wow.
my
Okay, so
God.
if FaZe makes a change, and I think we all agree Draws is probably the one. Who are they
It would have
getting?
to be Kenny.
Oh my god.
I kind of like it, dude. I
Kenny.
kind of, even if it's just for like a one-time tryout. Rafi, who are FaZe getting for Draza, bro? Can you just tell us? I know you know. DIE
Oh, a
hire is
DI hire?
crazy.
Bro.
DI hire is crazy. I don't know why Rafi just exposed us like that.
No wonder Jake was like, I need this Mexican on my team.
Listen, bro. You replied to my tweet,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
then you nominated Preston. So you outnumbered yourself by giving me a second white boy on the show.
FaZe Xnit, it's the first ever CDL trade, a BZ for X. Yeah, that seems fair. That seems reasonable. Pretty sure. Kenny
Ugh.
Sip for Kenny over Sip for FaZe, dude. Is Kenny going? I don't know. Kenny struggled this year, Chad. Kenny
Yeah.
struggled.
But
I
maybe
don't
they
know.
need a guy who knows how to win. Well, they do need a guy who knows how to win, I think. At least at Champs. Turtle said
DM?
DM. Oh my god, is he leaking?
Oh my god, he's leaking.
Wait, Turtle still doesn't follow me. I'm still sad.
Damn.
He doesn't fuck with me like that.
Kenny needs to retire. Whoa.
Oh, Rafi was
No.
on Ben's watch party. He's never been on our watch party before, but it's all good. Let me just play this real quick. Let me just play this.
Because all your boys got fucking picked up.
Yeah, so it's a situation. I mean, Boston Breach literally. All right, think about this.
Sure.
Boston Breach was on that stage for Challengers Champs last year.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? The next day they were gone.
Yeah.
Right. So they implemented an omit rule where now if a team, there's only one roster move change that can happen.
Yeah. Omit rule is crazy.
Yeah, that's what, dude. That's what they told me it was the omit
The
rule because we
omit
saw
rule.
what happened to you with Boston Breach.
That's not really on you guys. It's on Boston though. It should be it's the omit Boston fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'm
you,
happy.
you
I'm
and
happy
Adam
for
Morrison
that.
fucking
That is-
forget.
I
It's
know,
like,
but listen.
This guy has aura. The EWC named a rule after his organization, bro. I mean, that's aura. That's literally aura. That's literally
Yeah,
aura.
Yeah, you're not being the allegations, buddy. I might be a DEI hire, but you're a DEI org owner.
That's insane. Dude, Rafi
Rafi
is just
will-
running
literally.
circles, bro. It's just everybody knows it at this point.
Yeah.
Hex is brown like me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And listen, we know you're Timu Hex, bro. That's what the Reddit calls you. You're known worldwide as Timu Hex. Just like we're Timu TST, you're Timu Hex.
Yeah. Jake is George.
That's that right? I mean, I'm the most Mexican one on the show. Oh man.
Oh
Dude, I didn't say anything. Can we lock in? What the fuck?
my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Think some Challengers players get picked up next season? Oh, for sure.
Yo, Max apparently all we eat is rice.
What do you mean?
Oh my
Shit.
god. It's around the CDL after dark at this point. Everyone's
Oh my
crashing
god,
out.
dude.
Wow.
That's what Preston said.
Thank you, Viper. Thank you.
What the fuck, Ali?
the Mexican.
I mean, they call him a torta pounder for a reason.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's
Oh my
insane.
God.
That's insane. Rafi, do you think you could tell Hex to send Alex and Preston to EWC on behalf of Optic?
Dude, I fucking wish.
Yes, you're impressive, dude. So if you don't sell any players, you gotta swap him in Brooklyn's name back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't send 2 under the omit, but I heard Rafi's got some workarounds, Turtle. I heard he's got. I heard this guy's got. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that the reason though? Like,
I don't really know. I guess they just decided you couldn't. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be fair for maybe like the club championship thing they do, where it's like all the games combine into that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Omid had 2 teams, they had a chance to get like double the points potentially from COD. But that's my only guess. That is what it could be.
yeah.
Man, I mean, listen, Rafi, I'm thinking we start the bidding for Omid Brooklyn at 100K. What do we think?
Rafi, how much money would it take for Jake to buy in and be like a part owner of Omid? How much money would
whatever number he says? I'm not even close. I'm not even close.
Yeah, the Omit Mavericks.
FC around
FC
the CDL.
around the CDL. Ooh.
We might be able to find something that rolls off the tongue a little better.
Hold on, Rafi.
FC or ATC FC?
We're thinking about making a challengers organization.
Listen, Rafi, here's what I'm thinking. You take one of the omit teams, whichever one it is you want to sell or loan out. We crowdfund to send the team, us in chat. And then we get to vote on whatever the team name's going to be in chat. Chat is to choose the team name.
We're thinking about it.
We just crowdfund the team with chat. And we'll send them as a community roster to EWC.
We make 0% of the winnings. It goes back to the players only.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what do we need it for other than the fact that we're broke?
Talk your shit, Rafi.
Can make a challengers team based off this year that haven't been in the league. We compete for top 8. Oh shit. Oh shit.
What the fuck, Abby?
That's insane. No,
you're that confident? The players that haven't been to the league? And you think you can compete for? I mean, shit. I know you better.
I mean,
to doubt you.
Look at Rencor, look at Super, look at Merc. All 3 rookies that were dominant this season. You're telling me Rafi can't pick out 4 guys with what he does down there and what he knows and how much his knowledge?
I know better than to doubt Rafi, dude. I know better.
I mean, bro, this guy had like 18,000 different players on the org this year and he won everything still. LAG funding everything he could ever want. Falcons coming in for his players. He's got this. I mean, he's got an LCQ team, sells it to Zuma or gives it to Zuma, and then that team still makes it out of. I mean, a team upsets Team Notorious to make it out of the group stage. Insane, bro. That's insane. The last team to qualify from NA beats like the #1 seed, and Rafi's the one who picked them up in the first place.
Dude, lock in.
Dude, Luke, that's hilarious. You're not wrong. Thanks for the 2, Luke. That 2 is going right towards the Rice Fund.
Godzilla, we've been saying it for how many months now?
You're not wrong, Rafi. You're not wrong.
Man.
I mean, they are unbelievable. Those guys.
We sacrificed Jimbo for Rafi's success. See you, Jimbo.
Build around Hyde and Scansy.
The hell's Scansy?
I don't know.
Was that autocorrect or is Scansy an actual person?
No, I think Scansy is like what's it Scrumpy or Skimpy.
Oh, Scansy is like Scump and
Simp.
Scansy's a real person? Well, no, I'm trying to see. Well, Skimp is Scump and Simp, yeah.
Yeah, Skimp.
But who the hell's Scansy? That's a real person?
Can't say I know.
Chad, has anybody heard of Scansy in Challengers?
Can't say.
Rafi, do you know who Scansy is? If Rafi doesn't know him, I don't know him.
If Rafi comes back and says there's a fucking Scansy, I'm gonna piss myself.
Craze is league worthy. That's an SMG. Someone give me an SMG and I take that team over 7 of them in the CDL right now. Wow. I genuinely believe it. I wouldn't even doubt it.
Shit, I'm not down a single thing he says. This guy wins.
The OMIP teams are getting out of their groups at UWC. And actually, I mean, OMIP GG's group might be the group of death. But
That's OPTIC.
it's Miami and FaZe in OMIP GG's group.
Oh.
And Falcons. But I mean, yeah, you know.
My bad, Falcons. Craze over Hook?
Nah, Rafi loves Hook. Rafi's a big Hook guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Rafi was talking about Hook in Major too.
Dude, you can't
Rafi,
do that, bro.
you
You
can't
can't
do
do that. Chat, I apologize to anyone wearing headphones. Alex just fucking Discord soundboarded us.
Dude. Guy's an idiot.
Fuck. Preston, he said,
Dude, I'm next to glass, dude. I'm nervous.
Yeah, my window is right there, bro. Couldn't hear it? Oh. Really? You guys didn't hear that? Okay, good. I mean, you're better off. You're
okay,
better
so
off.
who's Scansy?
Dude, Remy's gonna
I'm
do
sorry,
it.
Remy.
Yeah, dude. Dude, Rostermania. I mean, listen, if Dashy is saying that Rostermania is going to have a trickle down effect because someone big's making one, it's going to be interesting. It's his old username. Scansy's not a real person. It's fucking random himself.
Dude, it has to be. It has to be FaZe, surely, right? Surely.
20 minutes is roster lock, so they got
It
20
has to
minutes to
be
make
FaZe.
deals.
Do you think Rafi right now is just like on the phone with somebody?
Probably.
He might be.
He probably has like.
Is this like trade
Discord
deadline day? He's just like picking up calls. He's got like 3 phones picking up
I
calls.
think so.
All right, yeah,
He's like
I just got 100K offered for Craze. Yeah, I just got 150K offered for Craze.
There's not going to be any posts tonight, guys. Ronnie isn't going to wake up for another.
Yeah, Ronnie's.
Yeah.
Maybe he's awake, bro. I don't know. Maybe he's getting the intel as it's happening live.
I don't think there's going to be any announcements tonight.
Rafi has Discord open. He has Skype open. He has Uvu open.
Oh my God, Uvu, what a shout out.
And then he has about his 16 iPhone 16 Pro Maxes in front of him. All paid off, by the way.
Dude,
waiting for calls.
Ronnie never misses, bro. And if he does, it's very
Ronnie
rarely.
only missed that like one time with the Hydra Optic thing.
Exton's a rookie sub? He is, yes.
He is. Exton's a rookie.
Ronnie should give me his sources so I can NA leak. It's literally Rafi Turtle. That's literally who it is.
Yeah.
That's his source. Exton is a rookie sub.
Shotzi's won over Simp in Champs Grand Finals, and that series wasn't even close. That's another good thing you bring up for that debate, too.
Mark Ringport Craze Xnit.
Fuck.
Merc, Rencor, Craze, Exit. I mean, that seems good, bro. I mean, that AR duo was like a top 3 AR duo in the game.
Yeah.
That's a
He's
good
At the worst, it's a top 3 AR duo in the game.
That team outplaces FaZe at Champs.
And LAT.
And LAT. Shit stains.
Well, I think that was, you know, it was, I don't know. It was ass. I don't know what to say. They shit the bed, bro.
I might take Abe over Exit.
Abe's another guy. You had Abe on your list too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And
Abe's another guy that
the fuck? What the fuck?
Please don't tell me to go back to my country to have me eat rice.
Dude, I'm hungry.
we know. My bad.
Abe is a horrible gamer tag? What?
He should have added like a Z. He should have added like a Z and a Y at the end of it.
Yeah, it'd be easy.
For rice?
Abe
Yes,
Z.
for rice. Yes. For rice. Sure.
Same with Joe Deceives.
Damn.
Oh, Rafi said my Snoopy to Miami's is 0.
Damn. Like you
Damn.
don't like is that 0 like it hasn't happened or you are like 100% confident?
I mean, who knows what could happen, right? Would
Zero
never
would
Never
happen.
happen.
Damn. I still think Miami are one piece away, man. I think they're one piece, but they're damn close. Real's leaving Miami? Why would he do that?
He's going to Optic.
Dude.
Didn't you hear? I heard Optic dropped Hook for the 4th time this season.
His ties with his teammates in the orgs for love for him wouldn't do that unless they have Falcons money. Damn.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see what type of cash is splashed this season in COD. Because we see what they can spend in other esports that obviously are much bigger, more popular, more money on the line. But what is COD
Simp is
worth?
going to Miami.
Imagine.
Simp would be confused as fuck.
No, Sim speaks. Dude, he plays with Celium. He can understand Spanish.
That's
Real
would leave. That's more likely than Snoop. Damn.
Dang. Wow, Real to Optic, Snoopy to Optic.
Dude.
Simp to Optic, just everyone at Optic.
Yeah, Optic's gonna have an Toronto Ultra season where they're gonna have a roster of 10+ players, and they're gonna try them all out.
Why would Miami switch if they can't get Snoop?
Is there any other like Spanish challengers talent, Rafi, that you think is like notable, that like you've heard of or you think has some potential?
Yeah, I think
those like Rupert guys are Spanish, right? Rupert Skywalker,
yeah.
he's Spanish.
Mhm.
Who's his sub?
Say that again. Is there any other like Spanish talent, or I guess just Spanish speaking talent that you think is notable, like that you know of, that could be someone? To
Yeah.
look? Not enough. Okay, dude. Not enough rice is insane. Eric Boom. I mean, listen, Eric Boom had a pretty good year up until champs.
And then they didn't want him anymore, and he didn't want to be on the bench.
Yeah, I don't know. Roster Mania will hopefully be fun, man. I hope it's not boring. I hope we see some good changes. I hope we see some rookies. EWC, I think, is going to be boring. I don't know if we're going to see anything nuts. But imagine they announce Kenny to FaZe tomorrow. Or like Ronnie just tweets out tomorrow morning. FaZe are dropping Draza and picking up Kenny.
If Dashy's not trolling, and there's like a move that will actually cause a trickle, it has to be FaZe. Surely, it has to be FaZe.
It's FaZe or LAT.
Yeah.
I think FaZe is more likely to make a change, right? I mean, they just got top 6 twice, so.
I would lean FaZe, but it has to be.
It's Cell? You think Cell's gone, Jay? I mean, Cell thought he was going to be gone last year, right?
FaZe changing trickles LAT, that's exactly the snowball effect that I would have about, because if LAT has the pack-a-punch, they fucking might. What if Ghosty and draws a swap?
I don't think LAT do that.
I mean, Scrap and Draza literally. That's like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
If fucking Scrap sees Draza gets peeled off a Eddie, he might. They might start throwing haymakers.
Oh my god, you're so shit to his teammate in the middle of the comms.
They might start throwing haymakers.
Ronnie is awake. I'm tracking his phone.
Oh fuck. I don't think LAT is gonna make a change. Not now. Definitely not now. Maybe if EWC they have another shitty event. But I don't think they're making it. They're not gonna decide to make a roster change within like 3 days, I don't think.
Trust. Cell's gonna leave, shoot a DM to Scrap or Paca and say, hey, pick me up for.
I really don't want Dan Ghosty to leave LAT.
You get Cell.
I mean, Cell's incredible. He's incredible, right? There's no other way about it. But I think Dan just brings so much value to a team.
You get Cell. Do you think Cell gets that kill on Vault Control in the 3v3?
He might get that kill. He might get that kill. He gets slid on and just kind of, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, personally, me, I'd get that kill if I was on the map.
I think so, too.
Look, Dan Ghosty's here.
Oh.
I
got dropped.
Yes, please, Dan.
Oh, there you go. He said it.
Damn. Dan,
Damn.
where are you playing? Are you taking his spot on FaZe?
I feel like Dan on FaZe would be kind of nice.
Dan to omit.
I'm going to
going
Rocker.
Kenny's going to FaZe.
Hey, you just said it. There you go. You just said it.
Oh my god.
Imagine that was the real
Oh.
Dan Ghosty on a burner, but it was like to make it look like a fake Dan Ghosty. Listen, he said he'd be peeping the stream sometimes, and I said, Dan, I haven't seen you in chat.
Yeah, it's because it's that Dan.
Because it's that Dan. Hey, thank you, concern, bro. Appreciate that.
Ronnie tweet.
No, are you serious?
Ronnie tweet.
He's trolling.
Yeah, he's trolling. He's fucking asshole.
He's trolling. I'm not even gonna open Twitter, bro.
I immediately opened Twitter.
I'm
on
gonna
my
refresh
phone.
Twitter just in case. You said Ronnie tweet.
Chat, what should I eat today, chat? I haven't eaten.
Today?
Yeah, I haven't
Me.
eaten today.
Me.
I've been fixing my apartment, dude. I still haven't gotten everything fully done.
Right.
I like how they all said rice so quick. Well, except for
Mexican
Ali, who
rice.
said me.
My God.
Damn.
Dude, you want to know something cool? My new PC got built today.
Wait, you got a new PC?
Yeah, I ordered it. It's not here yet, obviously, but
You
What
did
is your
eat.
new PC?
Damn. Oh shit. Is she inferring what I think she's inferring?
do you do it with the hat on, Alex, or do you take it off?
Sometimes I leave it on so she can't see me, but sometimes I look up at her and I'll be like, "Did you like that?"
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Hey, Sir
Wait,
Plum
hold
with
on.
the 5. Let's go, Sir Plum. Appreciate
When
you.
did you get a new PC? How come I have not heard about that?
I ordered it last week.
Does it have 5090?
5070 Ti?
Oh.
I think.
She got rice in that thing or what?
Holy shit.
He's so rich, Leilani. He's literally so rich.
No, I'm not rich.
No, oh yeah, he literally is.
I'm not rich. Now the CDL season is ending, brother. Holy shit, I'm gonna go broke. I'm gonna go broke. Sir Plum, thank you for the 5, though, for real. I hope Preston's reaction to them winning was sufficed for you. Wow.
Yeah, I blacked out. I literally don't even remember shooting. I got a D.
You're cutting
Your
out.
reaction had me in tears. I had to go back and I did not remember. I was blacking
Bro,
out.
you pulled the draws. As soon as they won, you started flipping the camera off, which
You
is
said-
exactly what draws did when they won versus FaZe. No, literally random. He, as soon as they won, he was immediately tweeting, Shotzi's the greatest player of all time. Immediately.
I heard that too, Leilani. I'm not even gonna lie.
You guys need a better source, Leilani. I'm sorry.
I heard that too.
I heard it was 2 Porsches.
Which map was the rice clip? It was a Hacienda. I don't remember which. It was Snoopy versus LAT, right? When I said that. So it was a Hasi. So it was probably the Hasi. I think it was the SND. He was like hopping up mid. Or someone was like climbing up mid right when you said it, like the mid right window, like next to wine. I think I'm remembering this perfectly. It's going on Reddit. Oh, man.
Yeah, go look at it right now. I'm gonna make it a sound. You're gonna need what? Like 30 cups of rice or what?
No, I'm gonna need like less than 100 people to go like my aches man of my word tweet. It's almost a 10K. I've never had a tweet.
10K is crazy. 10,000 likes on a tweet's insane.
Did I like it? Would I be fake if I did?
W retweet.
BO7, who would you pair Gwyn with? I would choose Nero.
I had
That'd be
that
good.
sub duo.
Did you have that on your tweet?
With Kenny and Draza.
I can see that. I mean, you got to think Gwyn's going to get on another middle of the pack team that looks like they have upside. Right? Another middle of the pack on paper team with upside. He's leaving Ravens. There ain't no way that guy's staying over there. I can see Gwyn to like Rocker. Maybe like Boston. Potentially, if like they, I don't know, try to do something. If they get a Saudi org to invest in them, maybe they try to get a couple upgrades.
Win Real. We're running back Win Real since he's in the States now.
Yeah, the 2 weeks that they were on the Ravens together. That
We're
shit
running
don't
it
even
back.
sound real, bro. That shit don't even sound real. You found the clip, Field, of him saying probably Rice.
Dude, it was like so unintentional. Like, you guys are
Link
taking it
it.
so out of context. It's
Link it
unbelievable.
right here.
You
I'm
guys are-
exposing him right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, I gotta
Yeah.
get some sound. I gotta get some sound effects put on my stream deck, and that's gonna be one of them.
I'm gonna put it on along with this
Luke, that's
You-
not happening apparently.
one.
Do Teach and Slasher make the league next year?
No.
They feel
What's
like
up,
those
Tyreek?
borderline players that could just get in with like a friendship cheese type of team, but I could very well see them not. And Tyree, what's
What's
good,
up,
man?
Tyree?
Yeah, Abby, I heard all of FaZe is going to different Saudi orgs or like LAT, and then yeah, you guys. Are
Wait,
gonna
is
have,
that what he
like, that type of
said?
team.
No way, that's what you say.
That is that. I mean, I should be able to find the clip because
He said that's the Mexican favorito.
Because
so probably right.
someone's-
I don't think that's how I said it.
someone linked it, someone tweeted it, and I replied to it, so I should be able to find it like pretty quickly here. I think.
Appreciate it, Tyree. Champs was hype.
Shots
Is
to top
Shotzi
10,
top
yes.
10 on? Yes.
Top 5. Or 7, depending on how you see it.
Yeah.
5 through 7. In there.
Where is this tweet, bro? Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, we did already have this debate though.
Here, chat. You ready? This is if
sir.
you want to see what we've been talking about Preston being exposed for being a racist. Here you go. What did that guy eat for breakfast?
Dude, that's the Mexican favorito. Probably rice. They eat a lot down in Costa
I
Rica.
can't hear it.
14 days I was down there, every single fucking meal I had rice, dude.
That's
Every
gotta be
single
racist.
fucking
Like, go back.
No, I'm.
Oh my god! What did that guy eat for breakfast?
Dude, that's the Mexican favorito. Probably rice. They eat a lot down in Costa Rica, dude. 14 days I was down there, every single fucking meal I had rice, dude. Every
That's gotta be
single fucking
racist.
meal. No, I'm.
Oh my god! He said no! No!
Yeah. I'm making that a soundboard
Dude,
clip.
he immediately just went on his rant about what he ate in Costa Rica, bro. Like, like it was he said that's the Mexican favorito. Probably rice. I was in Costa Rica. He just started spewing, bro. It just like flipped a switch in his brain. Oh my god. Well, whatever he ate, bro, I want to know. I want to give it to the LAT players for breakfast.
Jake, send it to me.
Your
I'll tweet it.
PC is
W.
done. Let's go, Sick. Come on, man.
W.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. Sending pics in a bit. Let's go. I mean, I know it's not going to look that crazy because, I mean, we specifically tried to save some bread on the aesthetics, but let's go, man. Thank you.
How to make custom soundboard noises for stream deck.
Would I wear a trench coat selling illegal rices to people on the side? Sure. Yeah, whatever gets me some guap. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Stream lagging for anyone else? It doesn't
No.
look like I dropped any frames or have any internet connections right now. Lag. Oh, they're saying lag.
I think you'll be surprised. It looks awesome. Fuck yeah. You got a dirty little PC coming your way, man.
Let's go. Is it lagging, chat? I got nothing on my end that would indicate it's lagging, so. Just drop the
Wait,
frame.
did you send it to me, Jake?
Oh, you want the clip?
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm posting it out of context.
I'm here for
Here, I just dropped it in our Twitter group
content
chat.
purposes. Random. He's not racist. He's racist. Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
What was greater, the 4v8 to close out the control or coming back 100 points in the final? I think the control, bro. That clutch that Optic had on the protocol control or the break that Surge had, I think made a huge difference.
Oh my god.
Coming back was awesome, but I think you could have like, I think Surge could have had hella confidence, like closing out that round, and I think it really reinvigorated Optic. But both were insane. Bro, Preston was crashing out. They were down like 80 points, and he's like, oh my God, we're going game 9. I had to lock him back in, and then I checked him out on accident. But I ended up being right. I told you, bro. I literally told you.
I was crashing out a little bit. Not crashing out. I was getting very
You were
nervous.
very nervous. Yes, you were very nervous.
I was getting very nervous. I'm like, fuck, we're going 9. Fuck.
If you guys would have went 9, that would have been fucking awesome for me to watch.
Caesar season, it's rice season. Chat.
Costa Rica Reaper
Oh.
is insane. Repo or Peak? We're gonna play more of those games, bro. Like Only Up, Peak, I've seen is the big one right now. Repo. It's like a new game where I don't know. I actually don't know what it is, but I saw one clip of XQC and he was like on a side of like some mountain, and then there was this monster and he was running for his life, and then he started screaming, and then he just kept falling down the mountain. So I don't know. It seems like you're maybe trying to climb to the peak, and there's also things trying to like kill you and shit. So it's like animated though. It's not like scary monster, but.
Do we play Control next year? No, probably not.
Let me know why I got a DM from a Twitter account that has one follower called Deadshot Division that says, "Hi, Daddy, when we having a Diddy party?" Brother, I'm gonna send wrong person. I think you meant at Omit Rafi. Send it back. No, that's insane though. But no, we're definitely got to play one of those party streams. But hey, I think it's about time we close out this stream. It's midnight for Preston. I feel bad. This is a long one, but this was probably our best show we've ever had, especially viewership wise.
We had almost 200 the entire time.
Hell yeah. But all right, boys, give it your closing remarks.
Shotzi's the greatest of all time. That's it. You don't want to agree? Fine. Guys, you go.
I'll let you have number 2.
Thank you.
Alex.
Pat, love y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Champs was great. Now we got to wait another fucking month for EWC, and then no COD after that, which is really going to bring tears to my eyes. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to go eat some rice because that's all I ate, according to Preston. If you hate us, if you love us, you're still fucking watching, you dog shit fuck. But yeah, chat. Love y'all. Peace. Wow.
Yes, chat. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, we're going to have an episode coming up soon ranking the top 30 CDL era players. After EWC, we'll have an episode ranking the top 30 all-time players, every era included. A whole bunch of other stuff in between, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. But if you're watching on YouTube and post, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. We just hit 10,000 subs on the channel, right? I know it's like my channel, but you know, I think this podcast had a massive impact. So it feels like it's just as much Alex and Preston's and your guys' channel at this point. So thank you guys. And if you listen on Spotify, leave a 5-star review, man. Shout out our Spotify listeners. We don't forget about you. We see the 30 or so people that actually listen on Spotify on a weekly basis, which is pretty cool. So thank you guys for real, man. Have a good night. Have a good week. We'll see you all, I guess, next week with that ranking, like I said, for the CDL era. So yeah, man. Have a good one, chat. Peace out and good night. Shout out Optic back to back, man. Shotzi, right behind Simp all time.
Okay.